Blessing, 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 blessing. Blessing, blessing, blessing. Nico J, monkey come with pressure. Woo, this one you gotta ask me. Ain't gotta do no more flexing. Hey. Woo, blessing, 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 blessing. Blessing, 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 blessing. I'ma keep coming with pressure. That's just something you ain't gotta ask me. Ain't gotta do no more flexing. You can just call that a blessing. Blessings, blessing, 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 blessings, blessings, blessing, 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 blessings. I'ma keep coming with pressure. That's just something you ain't gotta ask me. Ain't gotta do no more flexing. You can just call that a blessing. Blessings, blessing, 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 blessings, blessings, blessing, 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 blessings. I'ma keep coming with pressure. That's just something you ain't gotta ask me. Ain't gotta do no more flexing. You can just call that a blessing. Bands up and I'm on. Old slide a new form. Still with mobile. Try this new keep born. Probably hear this shit to test me. Fuck a door, I'm done flexing. Change the game like I'm reffing. Even teachers don't test me. Every night I'm up late. Put the whole side and grinding up. Middle fingers up, every run up. I'm laying in and down running up. Well, I swear to God, it's on mama, bro. If I don't do it for me, I gotta do it for her. Got a team behind me, gotta do it for us. Can't forget the bread, cause in God we trust. Thank you, God, for my hustle. Lord knows I'm blessed with my brother. When they got the whole trap jumping for me, take a lot of risks, he gon' dunk it for me. All these niggas around me really be my brothers. They ain't fucking around, you just right the bus and got a whole ransom up for your mama. If you ain't got the bread, then we ain't fucking budget. A lot of hoes don't mean nothing to me. Chasing paper like it's running from me. Savage cousins, they bumping for me. Every show straight clutching for me. They the real reason I play. They take one little brand and I'm way. I hope can't trick me off my game. Cause I pray before every rain. Blessings, blessing, 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 blessings, blessings, blessing, 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 blessings. I'ma keep coming with pressure. That's just something you ain't gotta ask me. Ain't gotta do no more flexing. You can just call that a blessing. Blessings, blessing, 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 blessings, blessings, blessing, 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 blessings. I'ma keep coming with pressure. That's just something you ain't gotta ask me. Ain't gotta do no more flexing. You can just call that a blessing. All this time you went fucking with me, now grind, now you want to feature. Going out your way trying to meet me. Now I ain't got time for no leeches. Now I ain't got no time for no strippers. You a fake when I real with you. Deal with you when I feel you. Let Jesus snatch you and chill pill you. Get the out of my face. Mean every word that I say. I'm everywhere with the K. Foot on the gas with no brakes. All of this ice on my neck and my wrist, man, I got out the mud like a G. I'm steady stacking this bread, man, this lettuce, this bacon, this cheese. Be talking that shit, they ain't even being direct, eh. I tell you just like it is, y'all better have my chest, eh. Already know what it is, nigga see me as a threat, eh. Tryna finesse on the kid, but you still give me respect, eh. I got the juice when I made mine up, I just wanted a bag, yeah. Be bro chasing bitch, but that not really swag, yeah. I said I wanted a wraith, I got that wraith. It took for me to get mad and I for around spaz, now I meet her one day, love to hate, hey. Blessings, blessing, 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 blessings, blessings, blessing, 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 blessings. I'ma keep coming with pressure. That's just something you ain't gotta ask me. Ain't gotta do no more flexing. You can just call that a blessing. Blessings, blessing, 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 blessings, blessings, blessing, 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 blessings. I'ma keep coming with pressure. That's just something you ain't gotta ask me. Ain't gotta do no more flexing. You can just call that a blessing. Blessings, blessing, 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 blessings, blessings, blessing, 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 blessings. I'ma keep coming with pressure. That's just something you ain't gotta ask me. Ain't gotta do no more flexing. You can just call that a blessing. Blessings, blessing, 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 blessings, blessings, blessing, 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 blessings. I'ma keep coming with pressure. That's just something you ain't gotta ask me. Ain't gotta do no more flexing. You can just call that a blessing.
What up, man? It's your instigator narrator, better known as Crash, here No Sugar Radio, kicking it with the squad. Right. So anyway, we got a dope show for y'all, as always, and of course, we're going to come better with it this year. But before we get into it, please let them know who we're kicking it with.
Oh, Mike's right, Level's right, yeah, we back 2018. It's your girl, Fly Tyler Promoter. Follow me on Instagram, Fly Tyler Promoter. Or you can definitely check out the blog, because I'm Miss International. Yeah, I'm claiming it. Okay. Who is FlyTylerPromoter.com. We back 2018, baby. No Sugar Radio. Let's get it.
Woo! Shit. What I'm talking about. Yeah, all that. For real. Okay. It's your boy, King Action. You can find me on Instagram, _King Action, _. You can Google me anywhere else. This is what we do.
And last but not least, man, you got your boy, the one and only Mr. Boss Up Young, and you are now kicking it with No Sugar Radio. What's good?
Was good. Hold on, wait.
What's going on,
Blaine,
yeah?
how you gonna start with that energy and tone down?
I had to keep it.
I was that scared of shit. I be like,
Ooh.
woo!
Let him tell it.
I ain't never seen that before.
Let him tell it. He can't speak on excitement.
Man.
Right.
Hey, the way that I see
That
it,
was it.
I'm
was
saving
it.
it for the show, but I had to come out strong. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? People
right.
need to see that. Like,
Yeah.
That's be a coaster, man.
you know how long it's been? It feel like
It feel
forever
like-
since we've been on the show, man.
Right, man.
It feel
'cause
like
that-
forever.
Closing out the year, man, we was doing a lot of work, you know, especially in the station, outside of the station.
Right.
A lot of, you know, like, just revamping, connecting with people, stuff like that. So, like, for us to be back in here, I'm
good.
I'm
It feels
Jay.
good.
Like,
Good.
Back in the
office.
day.
You know what I'm saying?
oh, you were singing that.
Singing ass nigga, man.
It feel like
Hey,
He's
man.
singing for
Nah,
2018.
real talk though, man. I feel like it's been like forever since we've been on the air though. But you know, I miss y'all, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Look, that's a dry ass. I miss you back. You know what? I'm not just keep my comments to myself.
Shout out to all the artists that came through in
real.
2017.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to everybody who's been fucking with No Sugar Radio since
Y'all been
2017.
Y'all been
Well,
very much.
actually since 2016, because a lot of people knew that we were going, you know, turn it up
They knew this
in
was
2017. So shout out to everybody that's been supporting the team, and fuck y'all who ain't supporting
Fuck
No
y'all
Sugar
who ain't.
Radio. Fuck y'all who ain't.
All right, so
That's
look.
it.
Put it
I've
just
been-
like that. Like,
I've been doing live videos all day. You get what I'm saying? As y'all see, if y'all been tuning into my Facebook page,
No.
my Instagram, shut up, my Instagram page. We already lit, man. I don't know about y'all, man, but y'all gotta wake the fuck up. You get what I'm saying? To bring this Sunday in with a bang, because today we're gonna have a lot of laughs. You get what I'm saying? We sat here and we talked about these topics, and we were sitting here getting excited, like, yo, we about to hit them in their head. Because It's a lot of fun shit going on.
You know how we don't like to talk
What's
about it
going on?
too
Happy
much
New Year.
because
Happy
we'll fuck
New
around
Year.
and talk about it
Man.
and can't even talk about
We
it. 'cause
we can't talk about it right now, but guess what? We're gonna let y'all know early. The phone lines is open. So if y'all want to and y'all
Phone
want to
lines
speak
is
on
open.
it, Happy New Year to everybody that's tuning in.
For
You know
real.
what I'm saying? If y'all want to speak y'all piece, make sure at the appropriate time y'all hit one of us for
I
the
hope everybody
inbox.
had a great
In the
New Year.
inbox for the number and dialing, because yo, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, not M's, but topics we gonna talk about. Topics we gonna talk about.
I didn't know where he was going with that for a second. I was just like,
I was looking around like, what we got?
real talk.
I didn't know
No.
where he was going with that.
We gonna
man.
get it lit, y'all.
For
Nah,
real, man.
But yeah, it was good. It was good.
Well, how's your New Year's? Like, how was, you know, like we wasn't here for New Year's. We ain't have a show
Right.
for
Hey.
New Year's. We ain't have a show for Christmas. You know, like, and just know we got
turn
lives,
the
people.
camera
So,
around for y'all so y'all
you know,
see.
Right.
we got
I got my
lives.
camera
So,
fixed now, y'all, so I can turn it around.
What?
Shut up.
You got his
yeah, what was everybody New Year's like?
New
Like,
Year's,
it
New
was-
Year's was good. I mean, I made bread. I don't know.
everybody,
about,
was anybody on that New Year, new me, new?
I don't know about
No, fuck that. I'm still the same person. Luckily, this year I'll be taller. My legs, I just, check the back order.
waiting for
I got some longer
waiting
knees
for the
coming.
catch-up.
Check
So
the back
I was
order.
I was 5'5" last year. You get what I'm saying? So I'm looking to be like 5'7" this year. Knees on the back order. Got lost with the holiday shit.
Bro, that
man.
They
shit
got
is
shoes for
over.
that too,
man.
though, right?
Got me a new tracker number though,
Shit
but
is dead.
I'm gonna be there though. I'm gonna be there though. You feel me? Get what I'm
This
saying?
man said the knees is on back.
Get what I'm
On
saying?
back order, man.
Yeah,
Yo,
I ain't gonna be that far away from the mistletoe next year, baby. But you know,
It's
that's
been
good. You get it.
cold as hell.
It's been cold. It has
Really
been cold.
has.
Like,
I hate it.
The fact that you said it's been cold means it's been cold. Like before you said it's been cold, it been cold, nigga. Where the fuck you been at?
No, it got to the
cold
point.
now.
J.
It's
Cole said
been
cold world.
No, it got to the point. Niggas got real car issues now. Like,
For real. Like,
Yo,
he's,
cars like, damn it. I'm about to throw that whole motherfucker in the trash.
like was
For
running
real.
all 100%. Oh
Real.
man,
you talking about when you start your car and that shit be like, I ain't gonna make it. I ain't
literally.
gonna make it. I'm
Get that
saying,
car.
Hit you with that Lil Wayne.
you know what? Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say it like
man.
this. Since we talking about cars, because I know we wasn't gonna come in straight with this one, but fuck it, it's tax time, baby. So everybody talking about these cars that ain't gonna start. We gonna see it. Be aware of all the new lemons that's gonna be on the road.
All the new lemons.
All the new lemons. You get what I'm saying? Everybody that's trying to pay the extra $250 for an inspection stick. I see you. You get what I'm saying? Everybody, all the tax
yes,
time
they do that,
millionaires.
boo boo. Yes, they
Niggas
do
who be
that.
selling 13 bundles ahead one time. You get what I'm saying?
Man, these
You
rates
know,
going up.
Shout out to them. Everybody that can finally wear Gucci in the wintertime.
Shit.
Tax time millionaires.
So who coming in rich for the new year?
What's that? Marmots and all them jackets, you know, that you only see
I'm
like
just
the
saying.
Montclairs. You only see them during this time of the year. You don't see them at any other point during the year, but this time because people got money to buy
And I don't care if I see you
And
with a
maintain
tag
them.
on your coat, I'm ripping it off. You not bringing
You're
that
not
shit
taking
back.
it back. You not taking
Not
it back.
taking that shit back. You
Yo,
think
the
that's
value
it?
depreciated as
Take
soon as
that
you
shit back
left.
to Macy's. Like fuck
Nah.
out of here. It's not happening this year. We about to.
Yo, I want to shout out some people that's been tuning in and
Yeah, shout them out, Ty.
yeah. I want to shout out some people, and they've been liking the page, the Facebook page. If you haven't liked the No Sugar Radio page, definitely go like it.
Stop
right
playing
now.
yourself.
Just search in the Google search No Sugar Radio. We everywhere. You can just Google No Sugar Radio and you'll find us.
Nowadays,
whatever
right?
it is,
You know
just
what I'm
kind of like the page or whatever. But
Yeah.
definitely Jamal. You know, we did some MLM together.
Yeah.
Welch. You know, shout out to him.
live is
You know,
lit.
he's been definitely. He said you're lively.
Shout out to all 13 of y'all in this motherfucker right now. Shout out, Sean.
Yo, shout out Christina
Do my little dance.
Faith, you know, on Facebook. You know, shout out to Cheyenne. Shout out to Yasmin. Shout out to a lot of people who's
Shout out to
been tuning
'em.
in. Like, y'all
Right.
got some people y'all want to shout out? Because I got a lot on my. Shout out to Foreign. Shout out to Leaky. Like, it's a lot of people that's been tuning in on Faithfully. They can
Yeah.
tell us what topics we've been talking
Right.
about. Like,
I don't even
real
want to
shit.
begin
Yo, I
because
got
I don't want nobody to feel
16.
bad. I might miss some people. So
Troy's excited. He's
Yeah, you about to cry or some shit like that. This motherfucker look like
Nah,
he
for
about to
real
cry.
though, like we
hit a new level in his
we
life.
gotta start showing love. Shout out to all the countries, man. In 2017, we've been telling y'all that we coming hard and we came hard. I think
Yeah.
we need to come harder, but you know,
On the
it
serious.
is what it is. Celebrate your success while you have it. But
Yeah.
you know, we've been touching a lot of
Shout
countries.
them
I
out.
think
Let them know.
I think we over 15 right now.
them-
The last time I checked, but that was before Christmas. We was over 15.
Right.
And then that was just like the Philippines. That was Africa. I ain't even been to Africa before.
Yo, let them know who rocking with us, Ty, because they don't understand that. Like, yo, August of 2016 was when all of this, when it was all a
Right,
dream.
right.
In the words of Biggie, when it was all a dream. You get what I'm saying? We launched in June of 2017.
Right.
And already we got 15 different countries rocking with us. So I just want to let y'all know, man. For
Right.
everybody that told us
I'm
that
gonna
we
just
couldn't have this.
drop a few. We got France, we got the
got France,
Netherlands, we
Netherlands.
got Korea, we
Korea.
got South Africa.
South Africa.
We got I don't even know how to pronounce this one. This is
Finland, Canada, who else?
Finland, yeah. We
Yeah.
Finland is always
Japan.
on the map. We definitely got Japan. Japan
Yeah.
has been faithful.
Turkey.
as fuck.
Shit, they got Japanese artists that's
yeah.
hitting us up.
What we got fucking.
She can't even
Yo, we
pronounce
got so
it.
many
Let me
people
see,
that
let me see,
sometimes when
let
they
me
hit
let me
the
scroll
DM,
down
look, if
because
y'all can see this
I don't wanna-
map, man,
I don't
it's
want
like
to
a
repeat
Christmas
the
tree
yeah.
right
I don't
now.
want to repeat the same ones that I just said though. I said France, right?
Yeah.
The Netherlands. I said that. We got fucking.
We global.
Iraq.
Yo, I'm
First off, the reason why I'm laughing about that is because they don't like us, right?
So-
I mean, as a country.
supposedly.
So
I
it's
just don't want
kind
them
of
They
get
fuck
shot
with us though.
for wearing
They
No Sugar
fuck
Radio.
with us.
Korea. We definitely
Yeah.
got Korea. They tuning in now. So
That's not a North
Yeah,
and
like-
South thing. It's just Korea.
yeah, it's just Korea. So like.
Right.
For those who don't know, it gets so crazy sometimes that when they email us when they DM us on IG or Facebook, they typing it in their language, whereas though we gotta download Google Translator to actually
Right,
translate what it is that they're saying. And they appreciate the love of people outside of your everyday
In
demographic
Mexico.
to rock with you, yo. That's big right there.
In Mexico, because
That's
Mexico,
big.
like they don't even really like us like that too, because it's Trump, you know. But you know,
I think we
got
can get more
Mexico.
people to follow us if we go against the wall.
right?
I think it's mainly because the fact we keep it real.
Yeah, definitely. It has to be that.
Last
It shouldn't be.
Like, we ain't-
And there's a lot of there's not even artists because it's beyond just artists following us. It's
Right.
entrepreneurs in different countries
Yeah.
that own wine companies in different countries that really actually fuck with us. You know, you even got the Isaac Hayes family fucking with us.
Shout out to Isaac Hayes
Heavy.
family.
Like,
Shout out to MMG.
Right.
Shout out to Ciroc Boys.
name them.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to
Drop.
Keep going.
Name drop. Keep going.
Shout out to a few folks from Bad Boy rocking with us.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Oh, shout out to OVO Sound. In case y'all don't know who that is, that's Drake's label who started following us last year. You get what I'm saying? Like, yo, we making major moves. Shout out to the plugs in the West Coast. Shout out to all of the casino owners in Las Vegas that be rocking with us.
We
You
didn't
know what I'm
even
saying?
leak
Like,
that.
We ain't even leaked that.
Ooh.
But we just telling y'all,
we
man.
forgot all about that,
Look, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Like people rocking with us heavy, man. You know, we just
And we glad that y'all rocking with us.
we glad y'all rocking with us.
Now,
you know what I'm saying?
now y'all on the scene with us though.
on the scene with the gangster lean.
Yes, we need to have a poll if we should throw another party. If we should throw another no sugar party, we need to
I
have
think
a
that's
poll.
some
Like,
must.
Y'all think that we should throw
Especially,
no shit? No shit
we about
party?
to have people in
Calm down.
robes from
The
Africa.
question is where? all signs lead to no sugar radio.
All shots. That's all shots. All shots.
To me, that's a must though. Like
All shots.
a year in, and for as far as we can, we gotta throw a party. We gotta do something.
Yeah.
Because the last one was epic. I don't even know. Like,
And that was
Right,
like,
yeah.
imagine now, like,
that was a good night.
Yeah, that was a good night.
go ahead, Jada in the
I
building
don't
this
even
time.
remember.
I woke up in my car that night, but that's a story from another day.
That was a good night.
I don't remember
That was
too
a
much
good
about
night,
man.
man. That was a
night.
good night. I know we had bottles on bottles on bottles.
Right,
Bottles
right,
on
right.
bottles on bottles.
We recapping our 2017, y'all, because 2017 it was rough. It was rough, but it was
was
Man, if
rough.
you
It was
wasn't
a lot
there,
of-
you gotta be there this year.
It was a lot of blessings, and if you own
Lot of
any type of
blessings.
business, you understand how rough it is. Like it get crazy when you owning a business, especially when you doing like partnerships with other people and shit like that. It's not entirely up to you. You can't make all the final decisions. So you do got different personalities, and it do get rough owning the business. But at the end of the day, the big picture gets crazy. Like we had so much fun. We traveled a lot in 2017. We had a lot of road tours where we learned a lot. We met a lot of people. We did a lot of interviews with some great ass artists. There's a lot of indie artists that are better than these mainstream artists.
It definitely
Tell it.
is, man. And it goes back to the form of a lot of people are probably only on because it's not what you know, but it's who you know.
Right.
Because I even seen a post. Fuck it. I seen a post about Designer earlier. They was like, yeah, new music coming out from the Designer. I'm like, damn, that sound like the last 10 niggas they said was new music from. Like all music sound the same though, but you got a lot of independent artists, local artists, that slide in the DM, they hit us up on Instagram, wondering how to get on the show, who really just got a whole new sound that I think is what the industry needs.
And they hungry.
And they hungry.
And
they hungry.
it takes a lot to slide in somebody DM and humble yourself and really be like, how can I get on your show? Because a lot of artists, they don't do it only because they don't want to feel like, yo, I'm better than them or I'm not on their dick or whatever.
I don't need to touch them like that.
Right.
I don't need to go there. Like I got all this other stuff. And
So
then-
for all the artists who did, like, jump in the DM and just inquire, just say, yo, how can I get on the radio? Just them inquiring. Sometimes they hit us up and it'd be no email. It'd be nothing. They don't write nothing, but that's still a step. Because we write them back like, hey, what do you need? What type of service do you need?
Right.
And then they start talking to us, So, shout out to those people who are stepping out on a limb and just hitting us up because we're just like you guys. We ain't trying to be bigger than nobody. We just trying to spread love and provide that platform for everybody, not just indie artists, just for, business owners, people like ourselves, just regular people that have a movement, that have something going on. Cause there's some people that hit us up that, what are you doing? You ain't got nothing going on. We don't,
At
like,
all.
What we gonna do?
you look like you ain't got nothing going on.
That's how your little sister said appreciation party. Shaniqua was about.
Yeah.
Shaniqua said appreciation party.
Oh,
Cheyenne
snap.
said pajama party.
See, Cheyenne trying to
I be trying to do all the other
get
shit.
Of course, Cheyenne would type.
Pajamas.
Yo, now that would be lit though.
Everybody said throw a party. I got like 7 throw parties on here.
Throw a
though.
party?
Throw a party.
What y'all think? I think we should do it.
I think we
we
should
should
do
do
it.
it. I think
Tuned
we
in
should
from
do it.
St. Kitts.
What not-
Wherever St. Kitts is.
That's in the islands, baby.
I think
Shout
when
out
it comes
to
to this, there's
Tune
no
in.
thinking about whether we should or shouldn't. It's what should we do.
And when.
That's the only thing we got to think about. What should we do? And
Shut
when
up.
should
I
we
was
do
going to
it?
ask that. So it's all about what should we do. You get what I'm saying? I think that's the biggest thing that we need to understand. What we That was my line.
I'm done.
My bad.
but
I
for
thought
real,
about that.
What city though? What city? Because
What city should we do it in?
Yeah, right. Because
better
What
question.
country?
Oh,
Nigga said
North
what-
Carolina said I'm in. What's good? I mean,
Oh.
shout out to my man from
Okay,
the Big
got
Gang
the
Group,
space.
David Henry.
Except for the big.
Hey, if you can find us a venue in North Carolina, hey, just throw some options out there for us. Different cities,
Options.
Somewhere
We'll
mutual
come
where
to
everybody
you.
can get to a party. I'm just let y'all know you have a party with.
And it
my
gotta be
Saji.
grown. It gotta be, if we do something, if it can be grown and sexy. But if we do the pajama party, that'd be crazy. It's gonna be some baby making because they got the pajamas with the ass
whole
out.
flap out.
So
Easy ass sex.
Ty, you don't have a dick.
Easy ass sex.
how you don't talk about me? What the fuck?
Oh man, this shit is trouble with a capital T.
Already.
Yo,
Oh,
we
my
gonna
God.
jump into some
Arkansas
more.
in the building, Philly in the building was good. Yo, they
No, we ain't going to Arkansas. Like, that ain't even on the map.
Oh, he
We
said
not-
he know a spot already in North Carolina. Hey, David, shoot that in my
Yo,
DM.
matter
We
of
can
fact,
talk
if shit, we throw party in every city.
Yeah,
If
we can
y'all,
throw party in
if
every
y'all
city.
can
We can do a
connect,
tour.
We
Yeah,
can go on a
We can do a tour.
we could go on an appreciation tour.
Appreciation tour, real
we
talk.
ain't never been to your
we ain't
town.
even talk about this. Is just off the dome. We ain't even
dome.
talk about it. We ain't even. But
We
if
playing
y'all
it right now.
if
If
y'all
y'all want us in y'all city, hit
Right.
us up. That's what we
Y'all
here
want to
for.
see y'all city?
Hit us
come
up,
here.
fund us up.
right,
Type come here.
right.
Slide it in there real quick.
Don't forget that piece right there.
You want us in your city? Type come here. Hashtag give us free. Like type that. I don't know. It just sounds like a flow.
It sound like coming to America. Coming to America. Let's just do it. We gonna
Yo.
jump into some.
Oh my
we gonna
God.
jump into some hot music
Oh,
that
shit.
we got in 2017 that was mostly requested. So for all the artists who did send us music and it's not being played today, it ain't no shade against you or anybody, producer, anybody. It's just we playing what's been in demand for 2017, and there's some dope artists. I don't even think we could play all of it, but. We gonna
We gonna try.
Nah,
We
people
gonna
did. They said
we gonna
shut
try.
That's what happens when you
we
own
gonna
your
try
own
to,
shit.
What happens when you own your own shit? We
Right.
really want.
So we gonna jump
nothing but the
into
hits.
we gonna go with Brooklyn. We gonna start naming the cities. We gonna go.
Here we go.
Gonna do it like
we
that.
gonna go to Brooklyn. And
Brooklyn,
we gonna
where
play
you at, B? Shout out my nigga Ghost.
Yeah, Bully Ben stacking up. Yeah, that's what we gonna do. We gonna slide to
Oh, y'all got-
Brooklyn, New
I
York
Shout out to
City.
Guyana.
Right.
They saying we
Yeah.
should come to Guyana. Yo.
Hey.
Holy shit! Holy
man.
shit! Let's do it. Let's play it. No Sugar Radio.
Yeah. Bully. Yeah. Hundreds and hundreds, we stacking up. Niggas be frontin', we had enough. Pull up with Ken and that nigga on buzz. I'm riding the phantom like opera. I'm stacking it up from the floor. My pockets, they used to be low. I'm getting this green, I'm on go. I'm serving these schemes with that dope. Hundreds and hundreds, we stacking up. Niggas be frontin', we had enough. Pull up with Ken and that nigga on buzz. I'm riding the phantom like opera. I'm stacking it up from the floor. My pockets, they used to be low. I'm getting this green, I'm on go. I'm serving these schemes with that dope. Yeah, stacking up. Stacking up, stacking up, stacking up. Stacking up, stacking up, stacking up. Stacking up. I'm Millie Rock, I'm from Brooklyn, pussy, no Chinese, but we cooking pussies. Got a long nose, no Dumbo, that'll make him ditch like he playing hooky. Who could say they wanted with the Rilla? Who could say they wanted with gorillas? My King Kong versus Godzilla, that banana drum go ta-ra-ta-ta. We switch to fly, we some caterpillars. What? My hang time feel like Mike and Thriller. Whoa. My money long like some bundle here. My team strong, we can take it there. That's the theme song for the swiper man. Like, hundreds and hundreds, we stacking up. Niggas be frontin', we had enough. Pull up with Ken and that nigga on buzz. I'm riding the phantom like opera. I'm stacking it up from the floor. My pockets, they used to be low. I'm getting this green, I'm on go. I'm serving these schemes with that dope. Hundreds and hundreds, we stacking up. Niggas be frontin', we had enough. Pull up with Ken and that nigga on buzz. I'm riding the phantom like opera. I'm stacking it up from the floor. My pockets, they used to be low. I'm getting this green, I'm on go. I'm serving these kids with that dope. Yeah, stacking up. Stacking up, stacking up, stacking up. Stacking up, stacking up, stacking up. Stacking up. Yeah. Now I got 100 bands, I got a lot of hoes. And I got 100 fans, they coming to my shows. Got me feeling like the man in some running shows. Cause they done put me in the game and I cannot lose. No, I cannot lose. They done put me in the race. I will not lose. No, I will not lose. Yeah. I'm stacking up, man, your time is up like you down 50 in the fourth quarter. Niggas said that they wanted beef, but they thought it through and wanna change they order. You lukewarm, not boil water in the coop, gone like the race is over. Gas stank, but they like the odor. Made $1 million, no Minnesota. Send me tuck if you front is over. Leaning on them like we mixing soda. Feeling for her, but she probably Zoya. Ain't no scheming on them if that nigga owe ya. Gon' get it, gon' set it. Since a fetus, I was gon' flex it. If I need it, then I'm gon' get it. If he's steaming, then we gon' wet him. Yeah, if he's steaming, then we gon' wet him. Yeah, if he's steaming, then we gon' wet him. If he's up. Niggas be frontin', we had enough. Pull up with Ken and that nigga gon' bust. I'm riding the Phantom like opera. I'm stacking it up from the floor. My pockets, they used to be lower. I'm getting this green, I'm on go. I'm serving these schemes with that dope. Hundreds and hundreds, we stacking up. Niggas be frontin', we had enough. Pull up with Ken and that nigga gon' bust. I'm riding the Phantom like opera. I'm stacking it up from the floor. My pockets, they used to be lower. I'm getting this green, I'm on go. I'm serving these schemes with that dope. Yeah, stacking up. Stacking up, stacking up, stacking up. Yeah.
Bars.
That's what you
now
get.
kicking it with No Sugar Radio. What it do?
What it do, what
Yes,
the business is, what the business is. You got
you
the
is.
best host in the United States out there. You listening to the best host in the United States.
Well, now kicking it. Put it in your mind.
We got some hot topics. I'm going to let King Action start it off. But we got some hot topics. Y'all better tune in. It's about to get
gotta bring
real
this one.
ugly. It's about to get...
Yo.
Man, I gotta take the
First
So
of
we
all-
was having a conversation yesterday. You know,
Okay.
you wasn't here yesterday. Of course you wasn't. But
Hey, yo, fuck you.
no, we was
The
really
shade.
having a conversation yesterday, and you know, I was reading up on something, and I came across this thing, and it was just like, oh damn, let me bring it to the show. So the topic that I want to bring right now, the body count,
Holy shit.
the body count,
Body count.
to lie or not to lie.
Man.
That is the
Shit.
question.
Live.
The body count.
Live.
How many of y'all out there? How many of you out there got a body count?
I don't
And
have
are
a
you
body
being
count.
honest and upfront with your spouse, your significant other, when you jump into that relationship with that
Nigga took
individual?
their headphones off. Nigga don't know about this.
Body
shit.
count. It's a
Why?
lot of-
Why or why not?
This shit.
Why or why not? Do you do it? I mean, we're gonna pass this around. I think I'll start first. I guess since all the cameras seem like they
Be a hoe.
They already turned up.
right?
Anybody heard that shit? Y'all heard that?
What?
I heard a voice say, "Be a hoe."
Oh my
Fuck that.
gosh.
Hey, for anybody that I ever dealt with in my life, I hope you're not watching. It don't matter anyway.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Me,
But not sorry.
me personally,
But
I ain't
I hit
saying
it,
shit.
I hit it, I hit it, I hit it, I hit
I'm-
it. First.
There's a lot of those out there that I have, right? You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's neither here nor there. I wouldn't say it unless I'm asked about it. I don't care to put my information out there because for me, I don't remember. I mean, I started honestly when I was late 12, 13 years old. That's 15 years. You ain't gonna remember everything you smashed
Oh,
up.
that's the excuse? That's
Shit.
the excuse?
No, that's
you
just
said?
being honest. I mean, that's for me. I ain't saying I'm getting old. I'm just saying, like, if it wasn't good to me, I don't remember it. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? And it's a lot of women feel the same way. If it wasn't good to them, they don't remember that shit.
Before we jump into that, we gotta shout out to Snarky
Being
of OZ. They tuned in right now on the live right now on the www.nosugarradio.com.
Oh,
Tune
I
into the
thought
They gonna
speaker.
say WWE.
Yeah, I was gonna say the what? I thought it was a wrestler you was about to be.
That's so shit.
The
Nah, they
WWE
tune into the live. Just
Right.
gonna tune in the speaker.
Hey.
You know, that's what's up. We got people tuning in right now, which
Yeah.
is dope, which is pretty
Yeah.
cool. But we
Appreciate
got
that.
if you hear the topic, you already said
Let me bring the
body
topic back
count.
up. Yeah.
Body count. So let's go ahead,
So-
bring it back, Blaine.
The body count. To lie or not to lie. Now, I stated how I feel about the whole situation. I mean, if a woman doesn't ask me personally about where I've been and who I've laid to rest, I'm not gonna mention,
Who I
anything,
laid to rest.
anything in the cemetery for me. I wouldn't ask her how many people have you. I don't want to know because I don't want to know.
I don't want to do
Yeah,
it.
fuck your whole mind up about
So-
your
so you-
outlook on the individual when you hear stuff like that. So for me, I don't really care. I'm there now, and I know those people that came before ain't gonna do what I do.
So to sum it up in a nutshell, Blaine,
I ain't saying shit,
the
and I ain't gonna lie. I'm just not gonna say
the
it.
body count does not
It's called
scare you.
omitting.
The body
It's omitting. I'm not lying.
the body count doesn't scare you.
It doesn't scare me. It doesn't scare me. It doesn't faze me because if
Big
they
or,
did, then
whether they was bigger or whatever.
nah, don't faze me. They can't do what I do. I'm I'm a bigger type of nigga.
I'm a big type of nigga. I'm a loose. So what we talk about right now is the body count. What is it important to ask? Is it
Is it important to ask? I
it
don't
important
think
to
it's
ask
important.
But I
to
think the
ask,
question is to lie about the future body count.
Yeah,
Sorry, no.
Yo, he good.
lie about the
That boy
future
good. He tried to get me just now.
Yo,
Trying to get his ass.
first of all, why is that important?
He tried to get me. I don't think it's important.
Why is that important?
I don't think it's important. I don't know. Like,
I mean, I think
Crash,
it is depending on. I
you out
think
of the game.
Yeah,
you
Craig,
out of the
let me
game.
turn the camera.
He's
Hold
all
up,
resident
hold up,
married folk.
Hold up.
Resident
you out of
married-
the
it's
game.
it's important depending on where you want to take that relationship at.
Right.
Because nobody wants to wife a hoe.
Niggas
right?
wife hoes every
No,
day.
nigga,
you a hoe.
Yo,
You
niggas wife
was a
hoes
hoe.
every day. Now, look, I don't want to take this
how
conversation
did that
off
go, though?
topic. I'm about to get in your ass about this
don't,
shit.
Don't do that. No, don't take the conversation.
Don't do it?
on
Okay,
topic.
okay,
No,
okay.
no,
Let me
no.
So let me ask you
Explain
this: if you,
yourself.
let's say if you got the female you talk to, whatever, and she's the type of person where she's hungry for dick. She's a fucking nipple or somebody that she's hungry for some D, right?
I see
And when
this
you're
is
not
why-
around, she gonna go to somebody else.
This is why we don't let this man talk.
That's why we always cut his mic off.
We let him run Elixir because that's what he's good for.
He still got some young boys.
Nigga said,
No, I see
hungry
my
for some dick.
she hungry for some dick. She on
Is
her,
it
she on her, she
important,
on her pack.
Yo.
I'm like I said, it all depends on the person.
So one of my
Because for some
dudes said
people,
the
it's like,
past is
okay,
the
I
past.
don't want
Like,
I don't want to deal with somebody because if you got a type of person who's always got multiple partners all the time, it's like, okay, now you with me now. I want you to be with me.
But what if
Is
they're
that gonna
dating?
stop?
What if they're dating though?
Well, like I said, dating's a whole different ball game.
See if they're so then are they not a hoe if they're dating?
Facts.
Leave me alone, Black.
That's what I'm talking about. Get him out of there.
Let me get to some of these comments.
Get him out of there.
Get him out of there, coach.
Cheyenne said she told her husband less than what she really had. She was his first, so she didn't want to scare him. God damn.
So you lied.
Oh, so she put him
See,
on.
I don't admit. I don't lie.
That's why
I
she got
omit.
banned from Planet Fitness, Gold's Gym,
Yeah.
and all them other gyms. That's why she had the one gym she had now. But
Oh,
anyway, David says, what's more important is knowing their status. Have you been checked and have you had an STD before? That's more important.
Right.
Yes, that's
Cheyenne said you can turn a hoe, a misguided youth, and she put quote unquote into a house by trust. Trust, I know.
What if
I
they're
these
th-
old
what if they're
hoes
35?
Talking about knew them,
Yeah.
fucking the same dudes.
What if they're 35? Is that considered a misguided youth? Ooh.
Ooh.
That
Ooh.
pussy's still young. What kind of woman he fucking with?
Ooh.
She's gotta have it. Karen Wake,
Nola.
multiple partners.
No.
Karen says multiple partners equals multiple problems.
That does mean multiple problems.
But
Man,
why
some
is
people
it
like
important though?
Yeah, some people like problems.
If
Why
you
is it
ask me, I say
important,
fuck
though?
the body count. I don't care.
I don't think it's important. I don't think the topic should even come up.
I'm good at what I do.
unless you a cheating ass motherfucker. Like I honestly,
Right.
I don't think you should. Like if I have to dig into your personal history for me to find out that you're a hoe, like
Right.
I mean, like I shouldn't even be involved.
First
with
off, you reaching. Why
Yeah,
you
like,
reaching?
why you
You shouldn't have to
reaching?
dig.
because you
But
wouldn't
if-
like you wouldn't like it if
You
you wouldn't like it if she did that or he did that to you. Like so, if you're asking all these damn questions and then they hit you with the bomb, like yo, I used to do that.
But
Dang,
if
I
you
used
say
to-
you gotta dig, that should tell you how many right there. You digging too deep. The
Right.
surface has already been scratched. Paved the hole down to the core.
Right.
Inner
If you
surface.
digging too deep about my body count, now you
Now I
don't need
gotta
to be
hit you.
with me because
Right.
now you
That's a fact.
you want to know if I was a hoe?
You're already big insecure.
Like, can't you
go ask about me. Go ask about me.
ask
Find out
about me?
I
that
bet they say whatever about me, but I tell you that shit was good though. They gonna tell you that shit was good though. I tell you that. It don't matter who you ask. You feel me? And that's me. That's how I feel.
I hope they got bad
First
things to
off,
say about me.
I'm gonna tell my story before you tell it. Fuck that.
Well,
I was a hoe, but things change. You know, that's it. That's all it's going. That's what it's.
That's his whole story.
Once upon a time, I was a hoe.
with that old school shit, yo.
I grew up into an adult now. I ain't no hoe. Fuck all that. Like, yo, Nico J said, shout out for the love. She appreciated
that, yeah.
it. So,
Jay, what it do?
yeah, what it do with the businesses. Send us some more heat, man. That Blessings was definitely a banger for 2017.
Yes.
But is it important to know your significant other's body count? Is it important if you're the main
You're the only one.
you're the main source of income?
You're the main source.
If his or her outcome is your income,
That's
nasty.
funny.
Oh my
That's
God.
funny.
That's so
That's
nasty.
funny.
The man.
If that's what it is,
though?
is it important? I don't think it. I mean, everybody's different. I think this is something people should call in and talk about. I don't know.
Call in right
'Cause
now. I
if you-
see some
If
people
y'all want to
tuned
call
in.
in and say y'all shit, because y'all
Call
going
in
back
right
and
now.
forth in the comments on my shit right
And
now.
if you wanna talk about your body
Is it
count, which
important?
I don't suggest you do it, because we don't want to be the cause of you losing your relationship.
Yes.
You're not gonna blame it on No Sugar Radio because we are not.
All we want to
Taking
know,
responsibility.
all we want to know right now, is it important to know your significant other's body count? All that shit gonna
Your
do is
partner's
get you
body
mad.
count, fuck it.
Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Significant
And then
got too
now
many
you gotta
syllables
think
in
about
it.
that shit.
Like, yeah, the person
Yeah.
you fucking right now, is it important for you to know their body count? I don't
Yeah.
care if you married, talking, dating. It don't matter what y'all
Yeah, if the
standing right
issue's not
now.
arising,
Is
then-
it important to know that shit? Because I don't think it's important. I don't think that shit is important for me to know. All I want to know is, are you able to go get tested? And if that shit come out fucking you
Sideways.
burning, then yeah,
Yeah.
it's going down. It's going
Yeah.
down. I'm gonna knock you out. That's how that's gonna work. But I don't care about who you
Because
fuck.
that's what Mama said.
Right.
Shit.
right.
I just want to say no. It ain't important to really know the
Oh,
body count.
shit.
It's not. I don't give
Why
a fuck.
not?
I know I'm good at what I do. Let me know
Are
what I'm
you?
saying.
Are you?
Yeah.
What is your resume?
Wait.
What is your
I knew that was coming.
You ask a hood nigga what's his resume, my resume. What's my
resume?
what's my resume? Nah, like real talk. It ain't important to really know the body count at the end of the day because I mean, like the fuck. You feeling the person for the now. You ain't feeling the person for the past. You get what I'm saying? You ain't feeling them for all of that. However, I understand why people will be conscious of the body count because if we out in public, I used to do this shit. I swear to God. I used to do this shit. I used to tell one of my exes at the time. I used to be like, yo, hey, you know, you out in public, you see somebody that you used to hit back in the day or whatever. For me, it was on a regular basis. And she was like, yeah, why they always so? I'm like, I fought them. I had
So
to
the
confess that I
community
fucked
was
them.
speaking.
The community. Shut up.
He would take his now around the community.
But no, I used to run into a lot of people that I smashed in public before. You get what I'm saying? So
I mean, that's the only thing
so,
about
like,
having a crazy
when they-
body count. Is
you
because
can't say homegirl. You can't say.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that was somebody I used to bang.
You
know what
gotta
I mean?
say it
So
like that, 'cause
I
if you
had
don't-
to say it because they find out otherwise. Oh,
You'd be
your
like, that's your
homegirl,
friend.
your
Yeah,
best
that's my
friend,
friend.
your
Nope.
sister,
It's not your
or
friend.
somebody I used to fuck with back in the day. Like, so I
I'm
just had
not
to be
lying. I'm
open.
not saying you my sister. I'm not saying that you. Yo,
Right.
that's my sissy. Yo,
Nah.
that's my friend. Nah, that's somebody I fuck, babe. That's it. Like, cause
And that's where the issue comes in when they
especially
start
if you
doing
was
that.
if you was a thought in your city, like your host, and then now you trying to be a wholesome ass
Instead of
person.
thought in your city.
Right.
You trying to be a
City.
wholesome person.
You trying
Don't
to
say
be a
you a
wholesome
walking
person.
landmark.
Right. You a fucking stop sign. Everybody keeps stopping you saying you, oh yeah, hey, how you doing? But you see, only girls that stop you is the ones that feel like they have something that they can keep, like they can keep hitting you up and get some more. Cause a
She
regular
ain't gonna
bitch
eat your
ain't
ass
gonna,
like I ate.
Then with that old
they
thing
ain't
back.
gonna
Some
hit
shit
you
like
up
that.
if they see you with your new shit. Like they ain't gonna hit you.
Oh,
they-
some people will though.
Nah, see,
They're not that bold. Like they're not
Shit.
that bold.
Nah.
Like a lot of
Some
these,
motherfuckers don't give a fuck. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, that is.
People don't. Yo, Savage, 2018. People are just as savage as this fucking weather.
Is it like
I'm trying to tell you.
Is it like that?
Same
Y'all
just
seen that
fucking
video on Instagram
Cold
where the
as
girl
shit.
went in the store and the dude and was talking shit to him? Like she was saying like he didn't text her back and he was like, "Yo, I got a girl." She's like, "I don't give a fuck about your girl."
See,
Spit on,
that's
she
you
spit on the
thirsty,
nigga.
bitch.
She
No,
spit
Cheyenne,
on
you
him
tell her
and
about
he
yourself.
cracked her over the head with a bottle.
Nah.
Yo, Cheyenne is telling on herself over there. She said,
she- what she
"Do
say?
like her and keep moving to different cities."
Oh.
Once upon a time, I was
James,
a
what's
hoe.
going on?
Nah, B.
Wow.
I ain't about to be
See,
moving
nah,
to
I'm not
different
moving
cities.
to different cities to
Nah.
hide from the pussy that I done smashed. If I killed you, you're dead, bitch. Fuck out of here. I took your body. Like, it's over. You're dead.
That was a
Like,
very dark statement you just said.
Yo.
Very dark.
you're
I
dead,
just
but
pray the
it's
spirit of
over.
God
It's
just
over.
touch you inside and say,
If I took your soul, it's over. It's no. Don't hit me up.
she over here
Don't
playing
don't
sexual
find
Grim
me.
Reaper.
Right. Fuck that. I'm slaying everything.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Like,
If y'all want to dial in on this topic before we switch, please slide in my DM, Ty
Right,
DM,
right,
Crash
right.
DM,
Zara, what's up? What's
King
going on?
DM, and
Oh
if y'all
my
want to
gosh.
dial in. If not, we're going
Right.
to move on. So we're going to give y'all 20 seconds to comment or slide in the DM if you want to dial on this.
and
If
not in
not,
that way too.
Yeah, I don't know STDs in my shit.
if not, shut up. Shut the fuck up. See, STD for you say stud. Motherfuckers look at STD be like, who the fuck is a stud?
Oh my god.
They thought that was abbreviation for stud.
Oh my
I seen that
God.
shit, B.
Oh my god.
I seen that shit.
If y'all want to comment on this topic,
That shit be
make sure
real.
y'all inbox us.
They
We
said,
ain't gonna
damn,
slide
tired
in
of
no
pussy
DMs.
slayer.
The pussy slayer.
They talking shit
Oh
over
shit! Don't say that.
All right, we
Don't
got
say
10
that.
more seconds if you want to call in.
Right, we
Slide
want to
in
know,
the DM.
is it
If not,
important? Is it important for you to know the person that you dating, their body count? Is it important for you
Nigga
to
said
know
the
that?
old booty
Like,
matter.
oh, what the fuck is you talking about?
No, not no
Crash,
more.
who said that?
Who said that, Crash?
Tell him to log
Ain't
out.
Crash,
you married?
Crash, you do know your wife is listening, right?
Ain't you married, bro?
Tell him to log out.
That's the kind of
I want
we
to
got
know
going on,
STDs
nothing.
and STIs are real.
What the fuck is that? What?
I ain't want to say
No. Education time. I seen it. I saw the looks on your faces. Like, what the fuck is he talking about? All right.
Hold up. Hold
No.
up.
Quick
Education.
education.
Yes,
So,
education.
I didn't want to be the one to ask it.
quick education. So,
Oh,
the
shit.
term has changed. It is not STDs. It's STIs.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Sexually transmitted infections. Why? Because the disease is most of
Right.
the time something you can't get rid of, i.e., HIV, things like that, right?
Right.
Or herpes, virus. But
I
most of
don't
the things
like
that are
talking about
Say
considered
anything with
I don't
H you can't get rid of.
like talking about disease shit,
most of the
'cause I
things
don't
that you
really-
can't get rid of now are actually infections. Like, you can get rid of them with antibiotics and different things like that. So that's why they changed the name. And this was back, the CDC
But that's why
changed
we
the name.
got King Action on
Know
the
what I'm
team. Because
Yo,
he can
shout out-
educate us on the STDs,
I
STIs.
need to be known.
High five. High five.
Not
Educate.
the,
Learn
right.
something new every day.
Right. Well, we all
be
agree
100. I
that
ain't
it's not important.
It don't matter.
It's not important. The body count is important. I don't want to know the person that if I'm dealing with right now, her body count. I don't want to know her body count because I might punch on the face. It might be something that she might say that might make shit turn. Like, oh, especially if you. First off, if you have more body count than
me.
right than me, then oh bitch, you done fucked.
So is there a limit on the body count?
Yes.
What is the limit on the mileage?
And is it the person that's more dominant in a relationship, so they have more of a body count? Like,
Yeah, this shit getting real now.
I'm asking for a friend.
He putting you on a spot.
I'm asking for a friend.
You asking for a friend? What's the friend name?
John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Nah, I don't feel like it's in. I don't
Moving on.
I don't think that is important.
Moving on. Next topic.
Oh
Wait,
my
hold
god.
on, hold on.
Oh, you got somebody?
Who want to talk about the body count?
Kim, can I bring you in?
She's like, can I kick it?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Let me read this. Hold on. Yo, this is Facebook shit is blowing
Yeah,
my
right?
shit.
You
man.
gotta turn
can't-
it all over
you
the
can't-
place.
Fuck, like this shit is mad whack. Like, damn. Let me not even say that for we get sued
Yo,
and
y'all
shit.
got me
Let
dying over
me
here.
not say that.
For real, man.
Niggas be straight
Comment.
FaceTime like, yo, y'all got me dying hard
Hold
as
on,
shit
hold
over
on,
here.
hold on,
Hey,
because
that's
I
what-
need
that's
to
what
read
it
these comments because I
Straight
really
face.
want to know if because maybe it's different. Maybe it's different for some people. You know, if
But
you
it's
in a
some people-
But
relationship.
how can it be different? This is what I'm saying. Like, it shouldn't matter. Like, I just don't
Now I
understand
know some
it.
people who really be they really want to know shit like they nosy.
Is
like,
it good?
really
is
Like,
a
are
security thing
you
for 'em.
building like a fucking? What are you building? A marriage or a relationship portfolio? Like, y'all are
right?
getting ready.
Especially if I feel like we ain't going nowhere.
Right. What the fuck am I
not
even
telling you.
relaying this information to? What are you
Listen,
gonna
I'm
do
not
with
telling
it?
you.
You gonna
I'm not
tell all
telling
your female friends or your male friends about what the fuck I did or didn't do? And first of all,
And
if you
then
tell a
that
whole
might
bunch of
turn you
dudes,
on.
now your friends gonna know that your significant other is a hoe, and they might be tempted to
with
get some of that mileage. You know what I'm saying? Because now they know you well
Nah,
ran.
Kim, I want you to call in. Can you
You know
call
what I'm
in?
saying? Like, that shit's crazy.
Can you call in?
That's-
I want
Come
y'all
on,
to call
need
in
that
because I
resume,
really
that's
want
what it
to. I
is.
really want to hear everybody's opinion. Does the body count matter? Does it matter? Like, if I'm with you, it doesn't matter to me. I ain't
Especially-
even gonna hold you. It doesn't matter to me.
Especially when it comes to the women. Like, when a dude is telling them, "Oh yeah, my girl is this and that, she do." First of all, you done fucked up. You told your niggas that your girl do this,
Yo,
that, and
and
she
now
got a
I-
body count, and now
For real,
they gonna
though,
test
I
that.
think that guys get a little bit jealous when you be like, yeah, nah, you know, I done smashed such and such this amount of niggas, and then now if he knows it's this amount of niggas and he know you ain't moved to no other country, no other state,
Did
you in the hood,
one
you
of them
been there
niggas
your whole
that he
life.
chill with,
Yeah, he
you
gonna be
done
like-
fucked one of them.
So
bruh.
it was it James that was blocked.
I know it was James.
Every
Shit.
time
So
I
was
see
it-
y'all
so-
together,
So now he giving you the was it James? So was it James? Because that nigga, he a pretty ass nigga. It was James.
He look like your type.
or they
type?
be like,
What's my type?
yeah, yo, that's what. So that's the type of niggas you like over there. Yeah,
Right.
that one
So
over
tell
there,
James to give you a Valentine's Day gift.
right? Petty ass motherfuckers, petty as shit.
Crazy thing is that nigga still won't stop hanging with James though. I bet.
And James is still smashed over.
It's important. We gon' if y'all don't wanna tell us, cause y'all probably got some crazy body counts. It's cool.
I get it.
She said, "What is the
They
end?"
ain't got to tell us the count.
Slee. Am I saying your name right? Slee or Sly? I don't want to pronounce it wrong.
Oh, don't
But
say
she said-
Sly. Just say Slee, cause Sly's kind of like
But it's SLI. I don't know.
Slee,
She said,
I'm with
"What
you.
is the end goal of the relationship? I'm married with a baby, so it was important to know that amongst other things, because we were building."
No.
Yo, she said, "Is it Slee?" She said, "Yes."
No.
It's not important to know.
No.
You already married with a baby.
You married with a baby. It didn't matter.
Get off my live,
You
Slee.
let him
Say
plug
no.
you up. Like, it don't even matter at that
Nobody
I
point.
wanna
cares.
sex you up
Yeah, he did that up and down.
all night.
Shit.
We
spent 9 months at least with him.
since y'all
Slee,
scared,
okay.
y'all want to call in. You know, if y'all need the number, inbox us about this topic because we want to know. We want y'all to kind of tune in and get engaged with
Only
what
God
we're
can
talking
judge
about
that.
because at the end of the day, I don't feel like it's important to know the person that you're dealing with. I don't feel like it's important to know their body count because that leads for another question to another question to another question to another question. I ain't got time. Like, I don't
Now
wanna
you
know.
lose a good person,
Right.
potentially.
You
Slee-
lost a good person. I mean, if they sex is whack, it really don't matter.
Yeah, like,
Slee said it was important to know
It
because
really don't
they had
matter.
they had to know each other's body count before they got married. But I'm glad y'all got over that hump. Y'all got a baby out of the factor and you got a ring out of the factor. So
Which one was the big hoe?
Shut up. Big up to
Who
you,
was
Slee.
bigger?
Who was the bigger hoe?
Who's you?
Better question.
Slee, just comment and say who's the big hole. You and him, and we'll move
Hashtag
on to the next
you
topic.
or hashtag him.
Yeah,
Somebody the mass murderer. Fucking serial
Right,
killers.
right.
She gonna type no
You know.
comment. It's like, I don't know.
Just say, I own the whole cemetery. That's it.
Shit.
But now,
Oh, somebody want the number. Uh-oh.
oh, somebody
There
want
we
to
go.
know.
That's what I'm talking
We
Damn.
about to do it. We about to do
Doing that
it,
for
team.
2018.
We was about to hit the buzzer on their ass and they wasn't ready.
Bip, bip. Oh, okay. She said no. She lost it to him.
She lost to him?
She lost it to
She
him.
As she
lost.
should.
She lost what? Her virginity to him?
No, the whole contest.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
wait, the
Wait,
virginity?
no, wait, hold on.
Hold on, wait. Let's not
Oh.
fuck this up. Wait.
He is her number. So he is her only. Am I correct?
Oh, shit. So they did
Just
each other.
hold up.
Just give the number, Ty. Don't ask more questions. Just get a number.
No,
Just get
because
a
I
number.
really want to know. See, you see what I mean? One question goes to the. See, nah.
Just like on Maury. This is
don't
like on
want-
Maury when you about to find out he's the father.
I don't want to ruin nobody's marriage.
And then we come back
None of
after
that.
this commercial break. Like, whoa, shit.
God
Oh.
damn, I knew
It'd be
it.
like
I
a
knew
black
it.
screen with broadcast.
Kim, I just sent you that number. Colin. We need some answers. We need some answers. We need some other people to chime in because I know we ain't all thoughts on this goddamn show.
I'm
We
not a
gotta-
thought. Michael Jackson knew. Do you remember how we fell in love?
Hell no, I don't remember.
Young and innocent then.
Nah, I really want to know them. For real.
Dot, dot.
Oh, Len, you got it. That's fine.
He was probably running down the list like dot, dot,
Hold
dot,
on.
dot. That's how he was.
I just noticed that. I'm like, okay. Yeah, we want to know. We want to know what's going on. Kim, Colin,
DeJuan
ASAP.
used to be a thought. So let me start calling y'all
ASAP.
out.
Doesn't matter if your significant other body count is less than yours, higher, stacked high, whatever the case may be. Doesn't matter. Do you care? Are
And
you
why?
like me? Do you give a fuck? I don't care as long as you
I'm
ain't
about to
got-
start calling motherfuckers out. Reggie, what's your body count? DeJuan, what's your body count?
Oh,
Key, what's your body count?
Oh, wow.
Karen, what's
Oh,
your
wow.
body count?
Tasha,
Tanea,
what's your body count?
David, Dana, just comment your body
We calling
count.
everybody. You jump
Shit.
on this live.
Put them
That's
on the
it.
live.
Nathaniel, what's
The
your
topic
body
was-
count? Ronald, what's your body count?
What's your body
No,
count?
no.
What's your body
I
count?
just had it off. So Kim, call
Luke
call again.
Mine, what's your body count?
Yup, we call everybody that's
The
tuned
one said,
in.
depend on what the thigh is.
Soji, what's your body count?
Soji.
Soji on there,
she
what's
on
your
there.
body count?
Soji, I know. I know Soji.
Damn.
Crystal, you a thought? What's your girl?
Oh,
No sugar for real.
No sugar. No sugar. I told y'all we was
Call
going
him
to
out,
get
call him out, call him out.
Oh, shit.
Doesn't matter. What's the body count?
What's
Doesn't
your
matter.
body count?
Doesn't matter.
Nobody
She
said.
said my
Why?
body count is eh.
Do it, man. He said, eh.
She said eh.
And you got to put it as a +1 if you recently acquired the new.
Hold on. We got
somebody?
a caller calling in right now.
Let's get it.
That should sound like
Go
somebody.
ahead. Welcome them in. Welcome them in. Hold on. Boom. Who we got? Hello.
Hello?
Why
Hello, you
can't-
hear me?
Why can't,
All right,
oh,
we
turn
hear
them
you
up.
now.
Crash,
That was
goddamn.
good.
Crash,
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 You fucking up, Crash.
Damn.
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 You're live on No Sugar Radio.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
All right.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right.
So what's your
What's
first? Let me give you the topic. Is it important for you to know the person you with, their body count, meaning how many people that they done fucked and so on and so forth?
I believe it don't matter.
Why it doesn't? So you with the sleazeballs with us. So why you believe that it don't matter?
So like, I feel like in this life we all looking for that right person. Sometimes you go through 20 people before you find the right person. Sometimes it lasts a month. Sometimes it lasts a week, and then you just keep pushing. You just keep it pushing. Like everybody have their reason for their body count. As long as you clean, I'm good.
Right. And it I shouldn't be judged if I'm sexually active. Feel me?
That's a fact. Like we having fun. We gotta live.
At the end of the day, if I don't see you going nowhere, our relationship, if I don't see it going nowhere, then I feel like that body count of yours don't matter unless I see it going somewhere. At the end of the day, we all got to get tested. That's the only thing that should matter is getting tested. But when it comes to knowing if you fucked 1,000 people,
prior.
I don't really care. I mean, now if your pussy look kind of crazy, I can tell that you fucked.
It's like that face. You know what I'm talking about? That face. Like I don't know if I'm supposed to fuck it or fight it. This shit was funny as fuck.
That's not right, yo.
Oh, man. Yeah, man. That don't even matter, man. All that, as long as you clean, we good. I don't even ask that question.
So we asking it, what's your body count?
My body count?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that bad. It's like,
nah.
That's how
you know. That's how you know this should be bad. Yo, it's really
not that bad though.
If we're gonna do like this, is it higher than your age or lower than your age?
Ooh.
If it's higher than what?
Is it higher than your age or lower than your age?
It's lower than my age.
Well, how old are you?
I'm 23.
Okay, that's not. I mean,
okay, all right.
That's a tenderoni age right there.
All right.
You know, it's still like
okay,
all right.
Still in the first tier. Like you know what I'm saying? That's like
right.
You know, first tier. There's levels to this shit.
It's levels to the shit. We appreciate you calling through. Since you was the only bold one, you know, putting it out there. You know, we appreciate that.
But thanks for having me.
Yes, definitely tune in next Sunday.
All right, we'll
Oh, somebody calling in again.
Look at that.
Shit.
Back to back. Everybody want to call in the confession shit. These are my confessions.
Did y'all slide somebody the number? Anybody slide some?
Troy, you slid some.
Nah, Bill collector.
Troy, you sliding?
I didn't give nobody no number. I've been talking. Yo, answer the phone, B.
It went to voicemail. So
All right,
whoever that
good.
was, call back because we want to know.
Niggas probably going through the
Somebody,
email.
baby mama,
I knew I called the
what
show
you mean
before.
you got?
Yeah, we want whoever that
Niggas
was,
backtrack
call
in the
back.
inbox. I
But
called
we
the number
gonna
before.
jump
I know I got it.
we gonna jump into another track because I feel like we got some thought viewers right now. You know,
Cat at the bag this year.
Do you remember, girl?
I meant to tell y'all, like we playing all the hottest joints from 2017. So
Recap.
Oh, Kima, I need you to call in, Kima. I need you to call in. Inbox me. I need you to call in because I want to know. I want to know all of the shit. I want to know.
All of the shit. All of the shit.
So what? Damn, we got so many bang. Like what should we drop now? Like we got so many.
Play some R&B, yo. We don't play enough R&B on the show.
We go. All right. So
What we got?
I mean, there's only one you can play. When
it's only one. It's only one.
There's only one.
All right, we gonna jump into one of the best, Jay Murphy. That Purple Clouds. It ain't what you think.
It ain't what you think.
It ain't what you think.
ain't playing.
Tune in.
No Sugar Radio.
I be trading. Jay Murphy.
They said the love I got for you is dangerous. Yeah, I will climb the mountain just to get to you. And it's true, I'd do anything for you. They don't wanna see us pop tags. No, they don't want us to secure the bag. Whoa.
All the little things that you do, I swear, it mean the world to me. You stay patient with me. And you know when I blow all the way up, you the one that's gonna be up there in the mansion. Your body be the softest. Girl, you should fly to death, might as well take off in the coffin. And your smile is godly. Cause every time I see it, all the pain goes away, that's probably why.
Purple cloud, I just really wanna ride.
what you like. I just wanna turn you on. So baby, tell me what you want. I just wanna love you. Tell me what you wanna do. They said the love I got for you is dangerous. I will climb the mountain just to get to you, and it's true. I'd do anything for you. They don't wanna see us pop tag, no. They don't wanna see secure the bag. Whoa, look, I know lately I've been fucking up. I know lately I've been messing up. I know lately my promise haven't been keeping up. I was treating you wrong, I was telling you lies. It didn't even feel right. I used to make you cry, but you never let my side, girl. Whoa, but you never let my side, girl. Cause you a real one, and you a real one. Little mama, if you ride, I'ma ride with you. Little mama, if you die, I'ma die with you. And I just want you, and I just need you. So tell me what you wanna do, tell me where you wanna go. Ooh, 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 ooh. Purple clouds, you really wanna ride? Baby, tell me what you like. I just wanna turn you on. So baby, tell me what you want. I just really love you. They said my love for you is so dangerous. I will climb the mountain just to get to you, and it's true. I do anything for you. They don't wanna see us pop tag, no. They don't want us to secure the bag. Whoa, yeah. Poppy Trey, Jay Murphy, Real 5, we live.
Hey. We back on? We back? We live?
We back.
Crash?
We
What's
back
going on?
live.
Crash, we
Well,
having,
say
like,
something.
these
God,
technical
Fresh.
difficulties.
Hey,
Crash,
look,
you
yeah,
don't
look.
fucking
Check me-
know.
you
Yo,
be
your
so
noodle
into
is
the
not
music.
popping today, B.
What's
It's
going
not.
on? You not here?
It's not.
A little bit. I ain't gonna lie, a little
Come
bit.
on, y'all. We
You
tuned
here,
in.
but the hang time home, huh?
Yeah, I was about to say, right?
with that again.
He tucked that shit back in there, or he cut it
Here we
off.
go with
He
that
tucked them
again.
braids up in his skull. Hold on. Y'all think I be playing about
Yo,
this
he tucked
motherfucker. Hold
that.
up.
He tucked that shit back up in his hat, man. That shit is
Motherfucker
like.
got cornrows and shit.
All right, we're
Got
gonna
that
take
shit
one. We're
tucked
gonna
up.
take one more caller right now on this topic, and we're gonna move on.
For
We're
real,
gonna
for real.
move on
Let's
because
see
we got
this.
some more hot topics.
Yeah.
But of course, it's does it matter if the person you with have
Body count.
a body count, large, small, whatever,
Cemetery.
doesn't matter.
And it's the last time we talked about it, y'all.
The last time we talking
last time
about
you
it.
got a chance to slide in the DM for the number if you want to comment. I was gonna say torment. Shit, if you want to torment on this topic,
Might as well.
I mean, doesn't matter if you have a body count or she has a body count or if y'all have body counts. Doesn't fucking matter if y'all in the funeral home business. It doesn't
Right.
matter. Just dial in, comment, yes, no, so we can
Yes,
get this.
no, maybe.
We
I
can
don't know.
get this going. We can get this going.
She don't wanna
We
be
gonna
a
give you
thought
2
no more. They don't
seconds
wanna
to
be a
call
thought
in.
No more.
For real. 'Cause
No
it's
more.
Or we gonna move to the next topic. The next topic.
I'm lit, y'all. I'm feeling
Like,
good,
man,
y'all.
I'm feeling good too. I'm
We only
I'm
an
ready.
hour in, baby. We still got 2 more hours for y'all.
Right.
got
And we,
two
and
more
we
hours
still
than
got,
that.
Still got
we
a
still
lot of
got
music.
more
more.
music,
2 more hours
more
for y'all.
topics. Man, it's crazy. Well, let's
Fellas
jump
went
to the
way
next
longer than
topic,
that.
and if she calling, we gonna
Yeah,
chime back
we
in.
just chime back
Yeah,
in on
let's just jump into the next topic.
Go
What's
ahead,
going
Crash.
on? What
That's
we
your
got?
story.
What we got?
That's your story.
So right now, you know, we got Just Hilarious. You know, she's been heating up the city for us. You know, with the comedy, but she's doing things different now. Being the fact, you know, a lot of our schools in Baltimore, they've been lacking some heat. So Just Hilarious herself personally has been going out to some schools around Baltimore and actually dropping off space heaters for students to stay warm, to be in class, and do what they got to do throughout the school season. So like, what is y'all like? What do y'all take right now? As far as like, because like over the past weekend, a lot of these students, over the past week, a lot of these students didn't go to school. A lot of these parents were complaining like kids in these classrooms with big ass jackets on, you know,
Hell yeah.
freezing their ass off trying to do classwork. And now I heard about one school, apparently they had money that was supposed to be given to them to actually fix or do an upgrade to the building, but the heat was never done during a renovation.
So where that money went, though?
Right.
Why didn't they just call repairman, man?
And they had another school where they supposedly sent the money back.
Well, you know, shout out to Just Hilarious for making
Definitely.
you know, for taking that initiative to you know, bottle space heaters and put them in the schools. I think that was, you know, something that other people should have done.
It was thoughtful,
you know,
very much needed.
it was thoughtful, you know, and this is her city, so you know, Baltimore's her city. If it's your city, then you want to do everything you can in your power to, you know, to help out. But for those who haven't though, like as far as the mayors and shit like that,
right.
like fixing the furnaces and just gutting out everything and making sure that these kids have the heat so that they can go to class and they can learn. You can't learn when you fucking frozen. Like I don't understand how they expect you. I don't know.
Man,
We're not even talking about like adults. We're talking about like fucking kids in elementary school. And I think that's what pisses me off the most about it, because it's just like, why did this situation didn't just happen this week?
Right.
This has been going on for a couple of weeks now, almost a month now. It's been like that, where there was no heat in the schools and nothing was done. So it takes for somebody to come back, realize what's going on, and do something about it, for everybody to now jump on the bandwagon to start what, you know what I'm saying? Like it shouldn't take for somebody to come back to their hood and start to fix the hood for everybody to notice this. Like it's been on the news, it's been in shade rooms, it's been in these different places before, and nobody thought to say nothing before. Not even the politicians in Baltimore.
What we talking about is the schools in Baltimore
Shit's
has
crazy.
lack of heat.
Right.
So
So-
Just Hilarious has donated over how much?
Like 100 space heaters.
100 space heaters to the elementary schools. We're not talking about high schools. We're talking about elementary schools. Kids that don't really have an option. They're being sent to school to learn. They're being sent to school to get their education, and they can't actually learn because they're fucking freezing. And the state of Maryland isn't doing anything. And from what I read, the state of Maryland isn't doing anything right now to help these kids out. And it's been going on for a month now, and no one besides Just Hilarious have put their input on why these kids are actually, you know, freezing in school. How do you expect them to learn? How do you expect them to actually come to school? So it all starts with this. Like you don't want crime to spike in certain cities, but why should the kids go to school if they ain't got no heat? Like, yes, it might be minor to some people, but you know, that shit is important. Like, you can't.
This isn't the first time it's happened. It's the worst it's been, but this isn't the first time it's happened. My big question is, who's doing the maintenance?
I don't think it's the worst it's been. Blaine and Ty, y'all not from here, but Crash, we're not that far apart in age difference, so it hasn't been. This is not the worst it's been, because even when I was in school, a few years after you didn't graduated, like this was something that we were dealing with, like, you know, where school, like you hear on the news every morning, you wake up, school 2 hours late, or it's a water main break here, water main break there.
I mean, yeah,
but
but
a boiler bust. You know, this is something that's been ongoing for years. I put a post about this a few days ago, and it's all a funding situation. Now, I'm gonna take it back a little bit. When we first voted during the election, when Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump were campaigning against each other, one of the questions that they asked, if people went out and voted, one of the questions that they asked in Baltimore, when it came down to your votes, was funding for Baltimore. Now, they had options of rebuilding recreational centers. They have
but
options.
That's way more than
Right.
just the president shit. That's
no,
like
it's
your local.
It's not.
Right.
It's not. I'm not talking about the president. Back when you were voting, like this was something from the mayor. This was something. This is based off of in your city. Period. Like not even just that. This was on the ballot. You know, they was talking about city funding, where they think that the majority of the money should go towards revamping new attractions to make downtown Baltimore and the harbor become more tourist friendly. You know, so they were talking about revamping, you know, maybe building more parks, not recreational centers, but
the
they
thing
were talking
about it
about
is,
parks.
when you talking about Baltimore City funding, that's a shocky place in itself.
Right, but I'm saying these are the things that they were asking. And so with that being said is, if we voted yes towards these things, where is the money? Now, by me working in the school system, one of the things that I do notice, and if you're from Baltimore, you see it on a day-to-day basis, your school is not around anymore because they done closed a lot of schools. They done condensed a lot of schools and combined them where so that they're closing these schools, forcing high school kids, especially high schools that have feuds, they're forcing them to be under one roof so they can eliminate one building to turn it into a police training ground or whatever the case is, or just do away with the building and just add more plants and agriculture around it. But this is something that's been going on for a while.
Right.
So if you can build,
it shouldn't take for Jess Solaris to come out of her pocket.
You're gonna knock down some things.
But when it comes down to cities, period, I believe in being a people of the village. The village is supposed to withstand and build each other up. So as a city, we should be coming together, building together. I don't even understand why Baltimore County education be separated from Baltimore City, because they're not teaching the same things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we're all under the same governor. We're all under the same mayor. You get what I'm saying? And the funding should be equal and being split amongst all. So whereas though this school is not lacking. Just like if you worked in a food chain, when I used to work in Checkers, whenever we lacked, another store from a Checkers chain will come over and bring us napkins or cups or bring us over meat. It should be a hand washes the other hand type situation, but that's not the case when it comes to the school system. And
it's bigger than the school system when it comes to funding though, because even me personally, being the fact I work with the city, it's a lot of lack of accountability when it comes to money. Even in the district right now, I'm going with, they're getting audited because X amount of dollars has come up missing.
Right.
And it's not the first time, and it's not the only place it happens. It happens a lot. Where they say money's supposed to go here and it's supposed to go there, but next at the end of the year or when the fiscal year ends, it's the issue about, okay, where this money go at or where that money go at.
What happened to all the fucking money that they eliminated and shut down half of downtown Baltimore for that dumbass speedway?
Right.
What happened to all the money that brought in?
All the money.
What happened to all the money that they brought in from Preakness? You get what I'm saying? What happened to all the money that's coming in through the casinos that they done built?
So somebody has getting washed, not the right one.
Where's the money? You get what I'm saying? You can't say that we don't have it, and yet they just built a brand new fucking MGM, which is still considered a part of the Maryland line. Down in what's that? Inner Harbor? Not Inner Harbor. National Harbor.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That's still part of Maryland. At the end of the day, it's all the economy of that particular state. Where's all this funding going? Because they damn sure ain't put into the schools. That's why they're trying to pass the law where children can graduate out of the 10th grade and 11th grade yet, because kids are dropping out of high schools even more at an alarming rate.
So you going to make the kids lack?
They're trying to do away with the 12th grade because they don't have enough kids graduating out of 12th grade.
Whose fault is that?
This shit is crazy. Where is the funding going?
Whose fault is that? That's
right.
Whose fucking fault is that?
Man, somebody get the mail online. Somebody tag the mail.
No Child Left Behind. That was one of the stupidest things that you could ever do. You know what I'm saying? So because that child failed, and you don't want him to miss out being with all his other buddies going to the next grade, we gonna push him up with everybody else. But he didn't get what he needed from where he was to go to the next level.
It's all a numbers game
because
if you have a certain amount of kids graduating from a school, the school gets stipends and stuff.
Yeah, they get funded for stuff like that.
So it's all a numbers game, and I think them doing that just kind of really now it makes you understand. You don't believe in the kids. You graduate 10th grade, really. So you don't make because you can't make it to the 12th, we just gonna graduate you at 10. Fuck all the classes. Right. Fuck all the classes that you miss in 11th and 12th.
Right.
But just
you're not gonna have the right high school credits to even make it into a college.
Right. That's the thing. That's the big.
They don't even teach cursive handwriting anymore. They don't teach that shit no more. So these are the kids that are gonna be signing your professional documents in print with pencil or marker. Or color pencil. They don't give a fuck.
Or marker.
I'm gonna erase that shit.
We made a joke about Michael Jackson earlier about the thought shit, but the only line I can really take away from him saying right now is all I want to say is that they don't really care about us. Real shit. Because they don't care.
So let me ask you this question, and if that's the case, and they graduate you at 10th grade, then are they giving them diplomas?
I don't know.
Because the thing of it is, when I think about that, if you don't have the credits that you would need to actually get into a college, when they look at your grades and you take the SAT and stuff like that, you don't have that stuff, then what does that mean? That means you graduate,
right?
And then you still got to go and get a GED, which don't mean shit.
Right. She said the money is in the jails.
Is that? I don't get that, because again, when I went to that school, when the special needs kids, they don't graduate at all, and they don't get shit. And they got to be there until they're 21. So, if y'all are letting the normal kids get out at 10th grade, but you got these special needs kids in there until they're 21 and they don't get shit out of sitting in school from what? When do you get to high school? 13? 13, 14-ish, 13, 14 to 21, and you don't get shit for 7 years of your life sitting in the same damn school. And mind you, them schools are like built like East Side High. Like them shits is fucked up. Like fighting in the hallways, all sorts of shit.
They built like East Side High, but they don't have the Mr. Clarks.
They don't have the teachers. They don't have the security. They don't have nothing. It's just like the hood. It's like taking a street in Baltimore, a prominent street in Baltimore in the hood, and putting it inside a building, and that's what you got. High school in Baltimore. Right. I swear to God, that's what that shit is like.
Because the money is in the jails. The money is in these dumbass police cars they keep building that still got Honda engines that go as fast as the fucking mobility bus. Like the money is going to dumbass shit. Where is the funding for the education? The only improvement I can see that they've done in the school, they gave every child a Chromebook. That's it.
For what?
That's it.
Why they
but the Chromebook is no different than a fucking Leapfrog that you have at home. It has all the exact same games on it. That's what the kids utilize when we have indoor recess. Mm-hmm. If we're not doing actual games with them, then they're allowed to use their Chromebook and play the same games that's on the Leapfrog. I lie to you not. ABC games, the same games that's on the Leapfrog.
So they're trying to be more interactive with the kids as far as trying to cater to them, but they won't take that same money and cater to their actual education. Because I don't care about having fun when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, being more innovative when it comes to stuff like that. Right. Like, are they getting the things that they need? Like, do you really need a Chromebook? You don't need a Chromebook. They need a new fucking curriculum. That's what the fuck they need. Something that's more interactive with them, whereas the lesson plans that they have, they can learn it. And I wouldn't give it
to the students. I wouldn't give the Chromebook to the students. Like, I would put it in, because the schools have to stay updated with time and the way people are learning these days. Oh, we got a caller calling in.
We didn't tell you to call. Say no.
Hello?
Okay.
Hello?
You live on the radio.
It's you. What's going on? What's going on? Who's this? Who we got?
This is Kima.
Hey, Kima.
Hey, Kima was good.
Hey, guys.
Which Kima
How
is
you
this?
doing?
Grady Kima.
Oh, shit. What's good, girl?
I can hear y'all on you a little bit. Y'all sound far.
Crash,
hey, guys.
How you doing?
Let me turn my volume up.
Wow, really?
Hello?
Yeah, you can hear us now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear y'all. Hey, guys.
What's going on? Man, what's going on, Kima? Thank you for calling in.
No problem.
Now, you called in on a good topic. We still want you to answer the question on the last topic, though. We ain't letting you get out of that, but
what?
Jess Hilarious just donated some space heaters to the Baltimore schools out here because they had the lack of heat for like a month now. And what's your take on that? Like what's your take on just the whole no heat and just knowing how these school systems are, period, not just in any state, just knowing like that shit is fucked up. Like,
I think so, and honestly, for her to do that, knowing that she's just a up and coming comedian, which means her money probably not as long as far as like the big artists that we have out here. I commend her for that. You know, these kids, how you have kids in school with no heat? It's cold.
Right, but you know, there's a lot of people that's not giving her the props that she deserves, or they hating on her. Which I know she didn't do it for.
I was about to say that. Yeah, I know she didn't do it for the recognition. Exactly.
Right. And
I mean, they mad. I feel like there's no reason for them to be mad about that, or to come down on her because of it. Because guess what? What are they doing to change anything?
Right.
Are they investing any money into that? Are they trying to change anything?
Because they didn't do it first.
It's easier to hate than to congratulate, honestly, and that's just what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. I think it's more so who she is, and because she's a comedian. Because a lot of people, kind of saying, all right, well, she gave a certain amount. Why didn't she give money? Some people don't feel comfortable with giving money to a school system, and I'm pretty sure she's been born and raised in Baltimore, so she knows.
She know how they go.
She know how it is. If she gives her money to the system, they're not gonna do what they said they're gonna do. Mm-hmm. Like y'all was just saying, y'all born and raised out here, so y'all know that there was money that was given years ago and nothing got fixed. So I'm pretty sure she knows that.
Right.
So I mean, for those of you who's talking and don't really know how the Baltimore City, like the school systems is, don't just judge her, because at the end of the day, she's just doing what she knows is best for her community because she was raised out here. Like she knows. I'm not giving no money to no Brooklyn schools if I already
Hell no.
Brady not getting my money.
Right there while you
count.
buy that. You gonna buy that too? Like, no, I'm not giving you my
So the first topic that we want you to call in on is it doesn't matter.
You're not in that.
Yeah, the first topic was does it matter the body count of your significant other right now? Who you dating, who you talking to, who you together with, whatever. Doesn't matter that body count.
I mean, it depends on the situation, honestly. Because does it change the person? If they got a large body count or a low body count, does it change who they are? You know, I mean, I think it just depends on the circumstance. Because, you know, you don't want a friendly guy that everywhere you go is just like, well, I know Jake. Yeah, we all know Jake. But, you know, but then again, just because Jake been around doesn't mean Jake ain't gonna be a good guy to you.
Right, because you probably can change the way he the
way he views stuff.
The way he Jakes is Jake.
Is he Jake? Is he Jake from State Farm?
It just sound from my head, so I threw it out there.
Not crazy. But yeah, it doesn't change that person at the end of the day. I don't know. Like, to me, I don't know. Most people lie about it anyway.
Right.
They lie.
So do you lie about your body count?
Huh?
Do you lie about your body count?
We didn't hit on me, right?
Huh?
Honestly, no, I don't lie. You know, there's no need to lie because guess what? Is that you're gonna deal with me or you don't?
You just don't tell the truth.
Right.
There's no need for me to lie.
And why ask that? Why are you so concerned with if a man asking you for another, like what the other men been doing in your life?
He's jealous and he a bitch.
Right. And all I do, to me,
was he bigger than
all I do is cause guys to have insecurities. You know, like, honestly, like, you want to know. Then the next question would be like, okay, well, do you tell them whether you're best or not?
Yep.
No, I'm not going to tell you that.
And then there's the
I'm
follow-up.
going to lie and tell you my best even if you wasn't. Because I don't need you to be like, all right, well, I should have been like John, right? You know, so it's like,
right, because you don't want another John. Like, you with this person for this person. If I wanted you to be John, I would have been with John. You know what I'm saying? Like, so why ask about the last man when I want something different? Obviously, I'm with you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But it's something guys want to know that. I know for a fact guys want to know that.
They want to know what they don't want to know.
They don't want to know.
That's what I said. People want to know.
They really don't want to
know. They don't really want to know.
They think they want to know, and when they know, it's just like,
because then what do you do with that information?
You can't tell them too much and shit.
What do you do with that? Like, what do you like? What after that? You can't even really look at them. You, and most guys, they're not gonna leave, but they're gonna sit there and be miserable about it, and that's what makes it worse. Like, don't even ask. Don't even put yourself in that position to be miserable by her just telling you, you know, being honest. You know, honesty hurts nowadays. These motherfuckers can't take honesty if it shit.
Right. You don't want to tell them too much and shit.
With motherfuckers nowadays, like they can't take it. You know, so it's no point in talking about it unless they ask. And if they ask, I mean,
that nigga suspect.
Fuck it, no sugar, baby.
I mean, if they ask, you tell. But if they don't ask, then there's no point in having a conversation.
About something that's irrelevant.
That's a random ass, like, to bring that up. Like, just, yeah, you know, because I remember when I was fucking so-and-so, that was like my 40th birthday. Somebody gonna
I have a question for you, gentlemen. Do you guys tell the truth?
I plead the fifth.
When you ask the question?
I do.
I plead the fifth.
Fuck it. It's going to come out one way or another. I tell the truth.
Only in Brooklyn do we plead the fifth, so right? We're not here to talk about
Troy,
me,
you
right?
a Libra. Y'all lie all the time.
No.
Libra. What are you talking about?
I've had sex with a lot of people. Like, it's no...
So put a number to it. Stop playing.
I can't put an exact number, but I put the number on my live, and this is hand to God. You got a Bible. I'll put my hand in it right now. I'm not proud of it, but fuck it, I am.
I was in college.
Mine is honestly over 150. Now, I used to have a composition notebook.
Oh my god,
real shit.
Oh my god,
mine is over 150.
Kima.
Yeah.
Congratulations to graduating. All right.
I can't hear you.
I said congratulations. You graduated, right?
Yeah.
Congratulations. You graduated with your BA, right?
No, it's my associate.
Don't even matter.
You said, are you staying in? You still in school, or you gave it up? Because I know some people be like, let me just get this associate's.
No, I did take off this semester, but I'll be back in fall.
Okay. Successful black woman. That's what we need more successful black women calling in. You know, but I just wanted to tell you congratulations live on air. Thank you for calling in. We about to hear Troy's thought days.
Yeah, we need to hear. We gotta hear about this.
I thought you was kidding me.
All right, thank you guys.
Nobody
appreciate it, Bobo.
Continue.
Thank you so much.
Yo,
appreciate you.
Juan knows me best. She said Troy don't lie. He just don't answer questions. Cause Juan knows. Juan was my first. Okay, so yeah, I mean, she know there's been many after her. Many firsts after her. You get what I say? You can have many firsts. You can't have many firsts.
Right.
First time you ever smashed them, right? That should count. Man, fuck it.
Particular.
Juan knows me best. That's all I can say, man. Once upon a time, I was a hoe.
Hashtag.
I stopped counting as the 150. My book got wet. The paper got fucked up. On some real shit. So.
Well, we just want to shout out Jess Hilarious, man.
Yeah, just
shout out Jess Hilarious for being the person to step up.
Being warm-hearted.
For the Baltimore schools, because that it takes heart to do, and I'm pretty sure she really didn't care. I didn't see her really posting anything about it, so I don't think that she
She just did
I don't think that she cared about if anyone knew, but for everybody who's hating on her for donating and saying she thinks that she's this and that, at the end of the day, we all know that she doesn't have Beyonce money or Jay-Z money at this point of time right now. But the fact that because she knows her financial standpoint and she still decided to donate, shut the fuck up, because ain't nobody else did it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And if they did do it, we don't know about it. Not saying that we need to know, but at the same time, what we do know, the facts is these kids don't have heat. So somebody's not donating, and so the fact that she did it, if it was, and I don't want to pull a race card, but if it was a white person, it would have been glorified, But the fact that it's her and she's a comedian and she's vulgar with whatever she says, it's not put out there like that. And I think that that's something that everyone should glorify, because it's not just whites or blacks in that schools. So shout out to Just Hilarious for that. That was definitely dope. And whatever you can do to donate to the Baltimore schools, I don't know if you are okay with donating money, and I don't know how the school system works here, but something is fishy, something's fucked up.
That means I gotta work tomorrow, cause I know my school got heat, cause her son go there and I know she donated. Shout out to you, Jess. Shout out to you.
Gotta go to school. So let's move on to that next topic. We got Crash. We're going.
Oh man.
So speaking of cold,
it's been cold.
It's been very, very cold.
Cold to the point where it's just like
how cold?
Hell froze over in Boston. I'm not. Can't make this shit up. Like, I saw the picture of that shit, and I was just like, wow. So, like, there was one of the water mains, I guess, broke or something in Boston. It's not exactly Boston. It's like one of the cities or towns in Boston.
Like outside of it?
Outside, a little bit outside of Boston.
You talking about Boston.
And it flooded the town, flooded the city.
And the temperature was
already low. And the water set in, and it froze over. And it was probably maybe 2 or 3 feet of ice. Dang. To the point where cars were actually frozen outside, like in ice. People were walking out of their house, like their stoop. This is where the ice is.
Dang.
Walking out, there was a dude who had his trunk open in front of his car.
Yeah,
he couldn't get in
that.
the car, so he had to pop the trunk because the water there wasn't up that high, and go in his trunk, get whatever, and go back in his house. Wow, I don't know how they're gonna. I don't know what they're gonna do about that. Yeah, how they gonna rebuild? They would have to aerial like salt, and it's gonna take weeks for that to even.
Until the sun come out.
And then salt can't even do it.
Salt can't do anything. You have to. I don't even know how you would even go about it, because everybody on them blocks are gonna get new cars.
They can't, because the electricity. They're gonna need unless they got portable.
Unless they got the bulldozer.
They're gonna have to use like gas powered jackhammer or something like that.
But then that still needs, you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna, you need
backhoe something.
You need like the universe to take care of that. That's something.
Right.
That's something that the universe just have to take care as far as like, you know, it's sun. Like that's the only way you're gonna get out of it. And then it's not over then because the water is gonna flood the city.
It's still gonna flood. Like it's what you gonna do after that? Because even if you jack it all, now you gotta pick all of that shit up after you broke it all up. It's just they got a lot of work to do. They gonna have to rebuild that whole damn.
That's why I'm moving to the south.
Man,
can't do this cold shit.
It was fuck that. I'm moving down there too.
Right,
fucking
so
iguanas
the
was freezing in Florida, fucking in trees and shit.
So wait, the
iguanas.
The water came from they're near a ocean or something. Like where did that water came from?
So Boston is actually by the water. It is, but they had like a dam or something like
but
that.
As you said, it wasn't really it was a city in Boston or
No, it's a town that's near Boston, like a town that's near Boston.
Okay.
It wasn't actually in Boston.
Okay.
So, but they equated to Boston, just like how we say Arbutus, but it's still Baltimore. So like it's just like that, but like. I think the dam, or it was like a water main, something with their public works went wrong, and the water spilled over into the town and froze over. Like they have a lot of work to do. Like their systems, their foundations on them houses, like all of that stuff. They're gonna have a lot of work to do. Like.
Shoot, we go crazy with a blizzard over here, man. Just imagine that.
That's gonna be.
Do they even have that in like insurance and homeowners insurance? Like nobody thinks that a flood is gonna freeze over.
I don't know how that's.
I don't think so.
Nope.
They can't claim that.
It'd be covered. It'd be covered under water damage, but not ice damage.
But that's not.
If anybody knows how that works, hit us up because I don't know how. I don't know who do you attack after everything is said and done. Like who do you go to for some help, like financial help to rebuild because your home got to be rebuilt, your car.
They can deal with the car. I mean, car insurance. So
right, and that means you got electrical, like all that is done.
Them engines was flooded out way before it flooded, way before it froze over. Like
right
on the cars at least.
So if anybody knows how that works, if you are involved in like any type of what would that be? Like it is a government issue because now it's obviously going to be. A shitload of it's going to be way past like city politics and all that.
It's going to add to the budget, of course. Whatever. Yeah. Every city has a deficit.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's going to add to that.
But natural disasters.
That goes back to it was another city. I think I want to say Maine. It was in Maine as well, where the frigid temperatures was coming from over the ocean, and sharks were winding up on shore frozen. You know what I'm saying? Like freezing in the water.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Niagara Falls that froze over. That's what it was. Niagara Falls that froze over, and of course the water that it spills out into the ocean, that water had froze over, and sharks were winding up on the beach, and they were trying to thaw the sharks out of shit like that. But
coming back.
But yeah, man, it's gonna be a frigid winter.
Didn't they find like a homeless guy that was frozen too? Like,
yeah, in New York, they found a homeless guy.
He wasn't a real homeless dude though. But moving on. What
the fuck is he talking about?
That was so petty.
That shit is wild, man. Like,
people are actually freezing. Like so, just know. I don't even know. Like some homeless people refuse to go to homeless shelters and stuff like that. So you can't even say, well, the government is not helping them out because there's a lot of homeless people who are stubborn and they don't want to go to these shelters to get.
And I don't get that.
Well, a lot of these shelters. Here's the problem with that. Some of these shelters are fucked up in there, and I'm not talking about the space that they give you. I'm talking about the way that they treat these homeless people.
And then they don't allow you to bring all your stuff. And a lot of homeless people don't want to. They don't want to lose the last thing they have. Homeless shelter tell you you only can bring 2 outfits, a pair of shoes. You can't bring a lot of clothes, and if you homeless, you only have what you have. You don't want to give that away because now. That's why
if you're homeless and you had like a home and you lost your home and now you're on the street, that's a lot of shit. Now you have less. Yeah, like, shut up. But the way they treat them people inside of there, man, people be in. It's the same thing with the shelters for the women, who are waiting for houses and stuff. Like people be getting raped and all sorts of shit. They do some crazy shit in them shelters.
Right.
So like, I can see both sides, but. Get in somewhere where it's warm. Like standing outside in these streets and asking for money. Like that ain't where it's at. Like we ain't even see the people cleaning the windshields. Like this is the perfect time for them to be out there cleaning, and ain't nobody out there. It's too fucking cold. Like honestly, it's too cold. Just too cold for that shit.
Yeah, I'd rather use your Windex rather than mine.
I mean, shut up.
And then when you reach in your pocket, you got to time that shit for when the light turn green.
Shout out to all the people in Baltimore that's been trying to do something like. Give like blankets and things like that. Like, cause that's pretty dope too. You know, everybody's trying to do just a little bit to help, cause you know it's horrible. Like the weather is really.
It was like -10 the other day. Like the last time I felt something like that, I was in Great Lakes, like 8 years ago, and it was like -25 up there. Fuck that. I had never been so cold in my life. Like your
you
tears
got the
froze.
People in the West Coast and the South, they probably looking at us like because y'all was laughing at us, because they probably look like that's fucked up. But at the end of the day, we gonna get through this as a community, as you know. I don't even want to say we united, because it's like I don't even know like but we've been through a lot more shit that's worse than this, you know, and I just pray for the people who are actually really going through it, because you can't help everybody. And I think some people be getting so angry, like you can't help everybody. Like everybody can't get some type of assistance, but you know, even if it's, you know, giving them, you know, information on where to go for, you know, for assistance, like these nonprofits and the stuff like that, like these shelters. I mean, you don't really know how the shelters treat people unless you actually really been in the shelter. So, you know, but if someone has the information, don't be upset because, you know, someone is giving you information and not giving you money. Right. You know, because at the end of the day, that's still help.
And you can do a lot more with information.
I'm about to say, information can sometimes be worth more than money.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? People look at the monetary reception of it and not understand if you take the right information and apply it, then
it's because they want that instant gratification. It ain't gonna solve your problem overnight by getting some money. You're gonna be sitting on that corner regardless with the money. But at least if you take that information, you go in the shelter. Now you can fucking warm up and think with a straight mind, because you freezing out there. Everything is delayed. Like it's fucking cold. Shit don't come in as fast as your thoughts be.
Right. You can't even think when it's that cold.
Can't think when it's fucking cold outside. Like
ain't like it, man. I see from Monday through Friday when I'm going to work, I see so many homeless people on the train sleeping with bags and shitload of stuff on the train, and yeah, some mornings you get upset because they ain't nowhere to sit, because they laying all on the seats and everything. But then you
stink too. But it's just like,
and the stink is, it's like, but the cops ain't removing them because they already know, like, it's where
you gonna put them?
I can move them from this train, but they gonna go to the next train. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, let them sleep. But sometimes, you know, like they didn't know the guy that was frozen to death. They didn't know that he was actually frozen. They thought he was sleeping.
Dang.
You know,
what?
So
he was on the train, right?
Yeah, they thought he was asleep. It was so cold, like, you know, they didn't think that he was like dead, like frozen to death. But it's at least check up on him. I mean, I don't know. This is some rude homeless people in New York, so I don't know about homeless people in any other state, but in New York, there's some rude homeless people. They angry about everything, so just checking up on them would be your life or death or some shit, because they might turn around and, you know, and be upset and try to do something to harm you. But you know,
it happens.
He probably would, like, you know, when the trains go back to the hub. Yeah. He probably slept in that train with no heat all night, and then they fucking pulled out and found him, because that's the only way I could think of, because the trains got heat on it when it's running. Yeah. When it ain't running and it's metal and it hold all that cold, fucking icebox. So I mean, you know, that shit's crazy, man.
So let me say I'm following on this. So he was dead.
He was dead. He frozen to death. Yeah.
I've seen the movies where people freeze alive, but you know,
if you go to sleep and you freeze in your sleep,
it's really no. Well, we gonna go into another track, another banger for 2017. It's called "I Pray, I Pray." Woo! You know, that was one of that was a heat banger.
Towards the end, right?
Yeah. Towards the end. Definitely a dope artist.
Bakari Barker, he's making a lot of noise.
Bakari Barker. If you want his IG, follow us on No Sugar Radio, and you'll see he's right there. We tagged him. This song is I Pray, I Pray. Tune in.
I see babies on the corner that's gon' get lost in them streets. I see junkies run the block, they be leaning, they not sleep. Even when you MYP, you still end up RIP. This shit crazy, it ain't no maybes. This shit here, it ain't no breeze. get it up, just too far down. Play my heart, they don't take my crown. I pray, when pain goes away. I pray, pain goes away. I just be praying for mama, I just be praying for commas. Niggas be running their mouth, not knowing I suffer from trauma. Do you even really know how hard it is to make a dollar? I don't think you really know, you just wanna be a mobster. We all want the same thing, gold chain, diamond ring. Bad bitch with no strings, celebrations with the team. Fuck bitches, get money, never let them take it from me. Stack it up and look bomby, discontinue all the dummies. Gotta stay humble and ready to rumble for niggas that want me to fumble. Fuck is you geeking, I'm hot every season, I stick to this script and can't crumble. These bitches be giving it up, sorry to say they not brilliant enough. You even the odds and show them the cards, I put it on guard that they still can't adjust. I see babies on the corner that's gon' get lost in them streets. I see junkies run the block, they be leaning, they not sleep. Even when you MYP, you still end up RIP. This shit crazy, ain't no maybes. This shit here, it ain't no breeze. I get it up, just too far down. Play my heart, they don't take my crown. I pray, when pain goes away. I pray, pain goes away. I was 11 years old, Katrina would tell me her father would beat her. She rang the alarm with scars on her arm and ran out of house without sneakers. That nigga was wrong for using his palms in your moms and fucking up features. 1 minute he calm and then he drop bombs, and that was the daily procedure. Time and time again, I'm wondering how I got here. Take a look around and it don't really seem quite clear. Had to get familiar with the scene and get rid of fears. Time and time again, I'm wondering how I got here. Take a look around, it don't really seem quite clear. Had to get familiar with the scene and get rid of fears. I see babies on the corner that's gon' get lost in them streets. I see junkies run the block, they be leaning, they not sleep. Even when you MYP, you still end up RIP. This shit crazy, ain't no maybes. This shit here, it ain't no breeze. I get it up, just too far down. Play my heart, they don't take my crown. I pray, when pain goes away. I pray, pain goes away. I see babies on the corner that's gon' get lost in them streets. I see junkies run the block, they be leaning, they not sleep. Even when you MYP, you still end up RIP. This shit crazy, ain't no maybes. This shit here, it ain't no breeze. I get it up, just too far down. Clear my heart, they don't take my crown. I pray, when pain goes away. I pray, when the pain goes away.
What up? We back. Live, No Sugar Radio.
You're now kicking it to No Sugar Radio. What is that?
The hell was that? Who was that?
He over here harmonizing on the goddamn line.
Shout out to everybody that's still tuned in. We
buddy.
live, No Sugar Radio. We with the squad. You
Kicking it
already
with the
know
squad.
what it is.
Speaking of shout outs, and I'm kind of glad you played that track.
You late?
It made my mind go into our next topic, you know.
It made your mind? Or
Yeah, it made my mind go into my next topic.
You was definitely thinking you should talk about it?
Yep. It needs to be talked about.
Actually.
So, officially, I'm making it official for all of January 2018. It's Father's Day. And this is dedicated to all the men down in Dallas.
Father's Month.
Right, we're going to do that. Father's Month. There we go. Thank you. Appreciate that. Father's Month.
Well, what happened in Dallas? What?
So, yeah, they had his Breakfast Dad's Day down in Dallas at a middle school where almost 600 men showed up to mentor students out of South Dallas Middle School.
I should have been there.
Y'all should have been there.
Did
you know about it before it happened, or?
I forgot you was a father. Just go ahead. Go ahead. That's fucked up. Go ahead.
Dang. Y'all was a father. But I mean, did you know about it before it happened, or?
Nah, you first time I heard about it today. This is your story.
This is my story.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is my story.
I'm sticking to it.
But yeah, according to Dallas News, the school principal, Tracy Washington, wanted her students to have a large group of positive male role models for the event. Mm-hmm. So pretty much, mentors, she said they all showed out. About 150 students requested mentors. Overall, like, I'm looking at some of these pictures, man. I'm like, I wish I was there too.
Because they asked for like 50 volunteers. That's all they asked for. And so for 600 people, 600 men to show up out of, you only asked for 50. I mean, like, that's
where did you read this information from?
Right now I'm looking at a website called, Because of Them We Can.
That's a Dallas-centric website?
I just pulled it up real quick. It's the best thing. Right now, I looked at this one because to me it had the best pictures and the best detailed information.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that's why I grabbed it up real quick, to kind of like touch on a little bit more because I didn't read the whole entire story. It was actually brought to my...
Because of Them We Can?
Yeah, that's the website. Because of Them We Can.com. Okay. I actually like that name. Because of Them We Can.
I mean, there's no excuse. You know what I'm saying? I think, surprisingly, people in Baltimore, like, rather schools in Baltimore actually do that. I was invited to another school to do something along those lines a couple of weeks ago.
Look at this picture.
I didn't get to go to that school.
Like, you got people from all races, all jobs, like people from military, business guys.
Crash.
I think that's the bigger thing. Like, that's the bigger picture. Like, when you got so many people from different backgrounds, different, walks of life, and they're adding value. They're not afraid to say or to speak to these kids as to where they're coming from, what they've done, and what they're able to do to inspire and influence, Shut up! I hear you. Back here.
Yo,
the best.
This nigga Crash is cutthroat as a motherfucker. Yo, cut this shit off and play it. I was like, yo, like this nigga was bitter.
Hey, look, nobody else paid no mind to us.
It was so horrible that I had to look. I was like, this nigga Crash, like, yo, this nigga was in the middle of a whole time he did it school. You talk, look at this picture right here. Like, nigga, shut the fuck up.
I'm a good
how you do with your lives, just straight talking like, man, yo, what's up, yo? How y'all doing today, yo?
I'm a good sport,
Well, definitely shout out to those guys who came out, like, being just being real with everything. They asked for 50 and 600 showed up, as they should. Mm-hmm. As they should. I mean, there's a huge demand on males, like, being role models to these kids now, because some kids growing up don't have fathers. So the fact that these 600 men, or it was probably more, but the fact that they even showed up and wanted to take part of being someone's mentor that's not their child, like anybody that want to do something else for another kid and it ain't theirs, it takes a lot of courage, like a lot of, because look, what you raising your hand for?
What you raising your hand? Are you in class now? What you
can I
speak on it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's hear this.
I'm all for that. I'm all for these 600 guys that came out.
I know what you about to say. I feel it.
To show up and be there for a child that's not their own. However, I'm pretty sure it's a good ratio of a lot of them motherfuckers that showed up that's not there for their own kid. I hate to be a Debbie Downer.
Right.
Hate to be it. Yeah, I hate to be a Debbie Downer though, but it's a lot easier for people to take care of a kid or to mentor a kid or be there for a kid that's not their own, because it's not a full-time obligation. Mm-hmm. You know when to turn it on, when to turn it off, when to step
give
in,
that damn kid
and
back.
when to step exactly, and when to be like, nah, like I don't want to play this role anymore. Mm-hmm. So like I'm all for the people that step in, and if they are actual dads and they're active, that's even big. We need to bring all our cities to that city, or bring all 600 of them to our cities, so that they can inspire more fathers.
Or just add more 600 to that. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, just because people will do it in numbers. Nobody wants to be that one individual. Like, you ever heard somebody that had a real good ass idea, but instead of them just taking the initiative, they feel like they gotta get other people on board first before they actually initiate it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Like nobody wants to be that individual. They always feel like and that's okay, out of the fear. But don't always wait for people to jump on board. Why don't you just be that trendsetter and just be that person to lead by example. Because you might be that hope or that inspiration for somebody else by starting it, because there may be somebody else who's sitting back with the same idea who never opened their mouth to pitch it to anybody else. Right. And they feel like, oh, damn, like they went and did what I wanted to do. Now I'm inspired.
And they will come find you.
And they'll come find you and reach out to you. It happens. But, man, I'm done.
And just know that there's a lot of other men. I mean, I think because of the organization is as big as it is, that they shed light on just those 600 men. But I'm pretty sure there's more men in that state and in any other state that are actually doing the same thing, just not at a big platform as they have. Because I'm looking on their website as well, and they have a huge platform, well put together, and they have 180 plus people who pledge globally. So, there's more interactions when it comes to communities and stuff like that. So that's pretty good. Like, I see that they have a lot going on, not just men. They have, Kerry Washington on here with Viola Davis, and those are the people that are they join forces with Scandal and How to Get Away with Murder, and they actually doing a crossover when it comes to being a mentor and stuff like that. So that's pretty dope. You have a lot of not even just black people, like it's African Americans, it's all walks. Yeah, like you see in this one picture, it's you see the military guys, white, black, all types of shit. So shout out to those organizations that are focusing on building, like uplifting the youth and young men that just need something, because everybody needs something. Like,
what's scary about all of that too, and it's not just like an occupational thing when it comes to mentorship. A lot of people they get into this thing where they think that I have a good job and that's what I'm gonna teach, that's what I'm gonna go there and talk about with kids, or that's what I'm gonna go there and talk about with these young men and these young women. Like, real life, like, is what real life is happening every day for these kids nowadays, and it's a lot different than when it was when we were like 9 and 10 or even 15, 16. It's a lot different. There's a lot more that they have access to. There's also a lot more dangers out there for them because of the access that they have. So in order to really get into these children's heads, you have to be able to, for one, step outside of yourself. And we all went through that growing up. Man, you don't know shit. You don't know what I go through.
Right.
Bruh, she knows what you went through. It may not be to that extent all colorful like you make it sound, but it's the same thing. It's back to the basics. You know what I'm saying? And I could say that now in being grown and raising a child. I could say that, but I think a lot more people are willing to open up, and about culture too. Like, you'd be surprised how much culture can change a person's life if you've never seen anything else. If you never learned about anything else. Even in school, you don't really learn about culture. You learn about, what is it called? Ethnicities, and you learn about, what they do or whatever the case may be. But until you see it or hear it from a person from that particular place, like Israel, if you've never been to Israel, you can hear about it all day long, but if you've never been there and actually interacted with Israelis and seen their culture, like, you would never be able to understand it. Like, I had the pleasure to do that, and it's amazing. Like, culture will open you up. So I think mentorship is way more dynamic than just occupation.
And what everybody's putting it out.
Yeah, it's just not occupation. Troy goes to the schools and he works in the schools with the kids. But I would think that he doesn't just talk about him working in the schools with the kids when he talks to kids. Like, there's way more that comes to him than just the school, like his job. He has a life and a story, and in telling that story, you might be able to captivate somebody to do something better than what they were doing.
And that's what the kids actually grab on, your story. And don't think because they kids that they don't know when you bullshitting them.
Oh, and they're calling you out, too.
Because kids, no, that's not what, like, they'll tell you that.
My daddy didn't say that.
Yep, they'll tell you that in a minute. These kids, they're very smart, and I think they're getting smarter now than before. Like, because kids are out the womb knowing how to play with electronics. Like, out the womb, they know how to turn it on, off. Like, I don't know if y'all ever sat there and watched a kid, like, they can see you do something one fucking time and then you walk away, and that kid know more. Daddy, this the games, and you could go here and like.
I ain't even played the games on this fucking phone.
And then you want to try to act like you not dumb, like you didn't know, and you got to be like, oh,
Yeah, go ahead and do it again. Go ahead and do it again.
Show me what you did from the beginning. Like you gotta, he's moving too fast. Like so, it amazes me that like people are actually understanding, because you can't just be an adult and not understand what the kids are going through right now, and you can't be a child and not want to understand what has been going on before you were here. So I think it takes both parties, adults and kids, to they need to want to understand before they can actually start being mentored and mentoring. You know, because you can't be a mentor and don't want to try to understand what the kids are going through right now. You can't say I can relate to you right now, because you don't know what the kids are going through right now. Like, people are bringing guns and all of that in school systems, and these kids got to worry about getting jumped every day. Like, there's a lot of things that we probably didn't have to worry about then, you know, because sports was big. Nowadays, people don't care about joining a sports team, like in high schools, or they don't care about AAUs and stuff like that. They don't give a fuck, because they got to worry about more important things. Dad, if you buy me these Jordans, now I got to worry about getting robbed, or, you know, a grown-up actually taking them off my feet. Like, is the time different? The time change is kind of crazy. So I think for those guys to really want to mentor, they're probably in the state where they know that they just have to, because mentoring, you got to open up yourself, and if you ain't trying to open up, right, it's gonna be hard for you to mentor. Like, talking to younger people, like you could sit there and be like, I don't want to tell these kids all my business, but after a while you start seeing that they putting those walls up because they don't feel like they can relate to you. The minute you put the wall down and you start telling them hard stories, like, I ate oodles and noodles for years, like,
oodles and noodles is good.
Oodles and noodles was the shit.
I was eating noodles, ramen noodles, whatever you want to call them. Like, you know, I was poor, or I was this, I was that. Then kids start to really start breaking those bricks and start saying, okay, well, I can relate to this guy. So, you know, shout out to them. Shout out to Because We Can. You know, because of them, we can. That, you know, the website is dope. If y'all can, you know, click on the website, go to No Sugar Radio. And on our Facebook, you know, I just threw the website on there and just kind of check it out and see the people that are actually plugged in with them. We don't know how this organization works. We know what we see. So we're not advocating. Yeah, like don't you know, hit us up and say, well, you said no.
We're putting the resource out there. It's your choice whether you go.
We just found it. Now we sharing it with you.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, you know, shout out to them. That's pretty dope. You know, I'm all for people trying to give back in some sort. You know, even if it ain't just money, like,
right?
Because there's so much more to give than just money nowadays. Like, it's the way that we're set up, and the way that we could actually, like, you know, impact somebody's life. Money, I mean, money is very little. Like, you can't really do much with money if you ain't got a plan. You can't do much with money if you ain't got the mindset to take that money and, you know what I'm saying. You can't do anything, and the only way that you could develop that really is with mentorship or personal development, which most people don't personally develop. So if you ain't got mentorship in your life, and you're not a self-starter, then you're
so what y'all think about that money that they won in the lotto, though?
Oh, shit.
Since you wanted, I was going to say that.
Timing. Look at that.
Since you wanted to bring up the money, talking about, you know, you ain't got no plan if you ain't got, if you can't spend if you ain't got a plan. You know what you said.
The money got his head messed up.
Money, he ready to talk about that money, though. He like,
you know what?
On a lighter note, because I know we had a little dry spurt for a little bit, but on a lighter note, you know what I'm saying? We had $1 billion weekend. We didn't have $1 billion weekend, but the people did. So it's been reported that two people, they've won Mega Millions. Shut up. They've won Mega Millions over the weekend. Now, one person reportedly won $570 million off a lottery ticket that they bought in the market in Vermont. $570 million. God damn. And another person won $450 million in Florida the day before that person. So with that being said, if you won a fucking $1 billion,
we already know what most people gonna do anyway.
$1 billion,
just $1 billion. I mean, there's $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if you won that kind of money in the lottery,
how much you can get to us?
What would you do with it? How would you control yourself? And be realistic. You know, the lines are open if you won that kind of money. Hit the inbox if you
after they take out all the after they take out
taxes.
Even okay, let's say if one person won the entire $1 billion. The one person won the entire $1 billion, right? Off the bat, they probably gonna take a good $400 million out of taxes.
Yeah.
$400 million. You still got $600. You got Jay-Z money. You got Diddy money. You got Beyonce alone money. You got more than a little bit of Eddie Murphy money.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Eddie Murphy got $300. You get what I'm saying? Like, even if you still won, let's say $600 million. If you had $600 million, what would you do with it? How would you control yourself? Be realistic.
I can go first. I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. I'm gonna invest it. I'm gonna invest some of that. A couple of millions. I'm gonna invest because the higher the investment, the more the more you get back. And then buying a lot of housing. Like I think real estate. Taking over that real estate market and doing something with it though. Right. Like some people buy real estate and really don't know how hard it is to manage the shit. Like
let me flip this topic question a little bit. Okay,
and I ain't going.
Say you borrowed $20 for somebody. To play the lottery. Get what I'm saying? Man. And you happen to win $600 million. How much would you give the person that you borrowed the money for?
Fucking $20.
$20 fucking
dollars.
$20. What you expect?
Fuck you mean?
Damn.
The $20
Damn.
Thank you. I appreciate
you. You get that man just $20.
I'll give him $20 in interest. That's
$20. I'll give him a job and $20 back.
Can't beat that. Especially in a job.
Especially if you ain't had no job.
Slee said if she was Slee, I like you, Slee. Yo, she said she won $600 million and she got the ticket from somebody, or whatever, and got the $20 from somebody. She gonna get him half.
Half of what?
Half of what? Half a baby.
Oh shit.
Say no. She gonna get him half of that $600 million.
How?
Look, I'm a generous person.
What is her husband gonna say about that?
Nah, you're not getting half.
Yeah.
Her husband ain't got nothing to say
about
that.
If my wife ever talked about giving up half of our $600, I'm divorcing her.
Cause see, my thing is
and suing her.
In the beginning, you asked to borrow, not for him to invest. And you plan to make
$1 million. Doesn't matter. If you borrow, if you came to me and asked to use whole $20, I'm not gonna give you the whole spill. What you need it for? Is you sure you putting it in your tank? You needed $20,
right?
I'm not
gonna give you back half once I win it. Nah.
Right, I'm not.
I'm not saying give if you gave me $20 and I busted $1 million,
I'm not saying give half.
I might be generous. Give you maybe a stack.
To be 100, I wouldn't give you $20 back. I wouldn't give you $20 back.
Fuck you mean?
I'll probably be a little bit more generous.
What's what I might be.
I'll probably give you $100,000. $100,000.
I ain't gonna give you $100,000 because you ain't did enough work to get $100,000.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Nah, you gonna get the fucking $20 back?
No, it's the fact of the matter is timing is everything. If they have not gave you that $20 at the time that you needed, you would have been delayed trying to go around and ask for that $20. So your time and to get the ticket that you wanted wouldn't have came out at the time that you were supposed to originally get it when you got the $20.
All right, so then they get $100.
Right or wrong?
They get $100. Then.
So funny as shit.
Nah, but if you, I'm gonna give you the $20 back because if I don't, I'm always gonna owe you.
Yeah.
I'm always gonna owe you, so I'm gonna give you your $20 back, but I'm gonna put you in position to make more than you gave me that damn $20. Yeah. I don't have to give you half of my goddamn Mega Millions because you gave me the $20.
That would be crazy. like think about it. Like, what if they sue you? Like, what if they sue you and say, "Oh, I gave him that $20, and if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have won the Mega Millions." Like,
Slee said it depends on the relationship with that person.
Fuck that.
But they would at least get a few millions. We close, you getting half. Damn, a few million, she better than me. The one said, I'm giving you back what I borrowed. Shit, I had to come up with them numbers myself. Not you.
Right.
It's fucking chill. Is she Christian? That's that Christian, the wholesome Christian woman. That's the answer that she gave me.
She said, you still had the 20. I still had the numbers. You needed my. You needed my.
Nah, for real though. How do you go and want to expect me to give you more because
they probably not expecting. Now if they come, hey yo,
if I bless you, that's something different.
Right. I bless you. I give you the 20 and be like, what's your cash app?
Right. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'll probably just cash app you the 20 that way you get 1980 back.
Yo, not real talk. If it's somebody like a friend or something, and you know that they do hair or something, I'll give you $20 back and I'll give you a salon. Like on some real shit.
Right.
I'm not telling you.
So you're worth the investment. You wouldn't pay the monetary because again, it's not about giving the money back. It's like Jess Larry.
Right.
I just go get what it is that you want. I'll just tell you like it. if you could think of one thing that you want right now, what would you get? Like, that's how I would pitch it.
Yeah, and if,
I'll probably pitch. I wouldn't tell him that I won.
Right.
I wouldn't tell him. I'll just get it for you. That's what you wanted. This is more than $20. Have a good day.
Right.
That's it.
I'll give you $20 in an envelope. Like give you your $20, and then I'll give you whatever you do
Y'all
here.
savage.
Boom, there you go. You do this, boom, there you go.
I buy all
like,
your bundles.
They savage.
Like if you say, "Oh, I always wanted to just own my own house," I pay off your mortgage.
I know a nigga who
something
will buy 100
that
keys.
off.
I know a
Right.
nigga that's gonna buy 100 keys. If he won $600 million, he gonna buy 100 keys and try to flip that. I know a nigga.
See,
I ain't gonna say his name on there, but I know a nigga that do it.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't
don't say
flip it
his
though.
name.
I know a nigga that do it.
I wouldn't flip it.
$600 million.
He'll try to flip it and be in jail. I know.
He would try to flip it.
That'd be the
Yeah. He would be in jail. His track record shows he'd be in jail. I know that's somebody that
$600 million. You go buy.
Hey,
Why?
Hey, the gymnastics. Think of the gymnastics you could pull off with that though.
Those said the gymnastics. That's the wordplay they're gonna be using?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to change the lingo, man. You can't be on here talking like
What's
that.
up?
Fucking
They'll
Ted.
say, yo, I'm about to Gabby Davis this shit. About to Gabby Davis. Millie rocking with the flip, all that shit. I'm trying to tell you.
Whip game.
Because you already know after taxes first
about
of
to
all,
get
when you
raped.
win when you win the Mega Millions, your life changed. Like you can't even do some of the shit that you wanted to do. Like
That's why you got to just
told
go
you,
buy your
white
own
man's
island.
Got
a
to
dollar a
cut
day.
people off.
right, like, it's not even cutting people like
Cut people
your
off.
safety. You feel me? Like
Right.
you can't even do some of the
I'm
shit.
buying security. I want Michael Jackson
The
security.
security probably fuck you up.
I want Jay-Z security.
That's when you get dogs.
You can't get the Jay-Z if you wanted to.
That nigga got some president security. He
This
got
the
some-
only nigga that can go to the moon and make his own necklace out of the stones and come back. Like, you can't get the Jay-Z. This nigga will not be in the same building. There's no way. The only way you can be in the same building with Jay-Z is if this nigga's on the top floor and you down there fixing the boiler or some shit. And you will never cross paths with this nigga. Try to tell you.
Anybody that fucking kicks everybody out the damn hospital, rearrange people that's on like life support and shit,
Anybody that he
just
did
so that they can have their baby.
Right.
What the fuck? You
Oh, yeah.
moved me out
Yeah,
of a
yeah,
hospital
yeah.
so
Was it-
you
was-
can have
She
them?
was born in New York.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the top
Oh,
of
he
the
made
in
that.
the top.
in the top of the fucking in the top floor in the hospital.
Like you turn the hospital into a motherfucking penthouse. Like not saying he kicked everybody out, but that floor was shut down. Like nobody couldn't go up there, so they had to move everybody to other floors until Beyonce delivered that baby. You gotta be really
That's $1 million pussy right there.
Really,
right. Like
I'll tell you. That one was worth coming out of it.
Beyonce got yo. Shout out to Cardi B, man. I was watching her come up, and I'm like, this girl, man. I mean, Beyonce, yeah, Beyonce is Beyonce. You kind of expect it out of
Oh,
Beyonce.
wait.
Shout out to Cardi.
You know what?
Yeah.
We didn't even put Cardi in the fucking topic.
We didn't.
She
we
didn't,
didn't.
huh?
But
So,
shout out to Cardi for making
shout out
those
to Cardi.
power moves, pussy popping on the charts. That's what I'm talking about. That's
Shout out
how
to
you
Cardi.
really
Yeah,
pussy
she
pop.
got like three songs in the top 10. Like
and no album.
And plus,
no album.
no
and
album. I
plus
don't,
the songs that she's featured on.
right.
That's still doing numbers on the charts.
No album.
That residual income is about to be a
Like like she to come where she came from,
the hood.
the hood, and then also doing the profession she was doing. A lot of dudes don't really respect your shit when you come in as a stripper and you trying to
Man,
be a rapper.
I seen
like,
her video on X videos. I was watching that shit.
Like she really doing her thing, but she's remaining herself. Like
She dope.
she's still remaining, she's still doing crazy shit being Cardi, but now she's business Cardi. You feel me? Like I shout out to her because there's not a lot of women who really come in the industry and do what they really wanted to do. They didn't fuck their way to the top. Like, I mean, a lot of people saying she fucked up for cutting old boy off when her ex that she was
Her nigga was
riding
locked
with.
up?
Yeah, he was locked up the whole time. She was doing the Love and Hip Hop shit.
Does he play a role in her success?
That's the thing. I don't
That's
really
the
know.
thing, you feel
I don't
me?
really know the truth about that. But
I
he
mean-
said he taking his anger out on Offset. He's like, when I see
Even
Offset
still.
is on site, when Brooklyn
So
or anybody
Offset
from
on site, huh?
is on site.
Offset
On site.
on site.
That's all you gotta say. So I don't
that
know
nigga
if
gonna
his
be on
anger is
set when that
towards
nigga Offset.
Cardi, but he definitely want to fight Offset or do something to
But
Offset.
why? You can't get mad at the motherfucker who came in after the fact. Be mad at your chick. At the end of the fucking day.
Right.
Yo, first of all, I will never have beef with a nigga. You feel me? Who may or may not have known that I was in the picture. Because at the end of the day, she was choosing. She chose.
Right.
And then you still chose to get fucking locked up.
Right.
That's your point. But you can't be mad at the new nigga. Be mad at the chick that didn't stay loyal.
That's the crazy shit.
And she held him down, made sure his commissary was stacked off her stripping money. So it ain't like she did him dirty and left him without no money and he was hurting in jail. She made sure his commissary was at the max because you can't have a lot in your commissary. But she made sure.
Cut the music. Cut the music. Craig, cut something on and just cut it off real quick. Cut something on and just cut it off. I always want to say that on it. Yo, cut the music. Yo, this is why the body count is rising, yo. I'm serious. This is why the body count is rising, yo. Like, niggas is beefing with niggas over dumbass shit like this or whatever. You know what I mean? Because niggas be too in their feelings to see people move on. At the end of the day, I'm going to just be real. I'm not no selfish ass nigga, God forbid. But if I ever had to do a bid, unless you're my wife, I will not expect you to hold me down. I won't. Because I will not allow for you to put your life on hold. To experience other happinesses or doors that can open to you because you want to sit back and be loyal to a nigga who can't do shit for you. I can't do shit for you, but run your phone bill up and ask you to send me money and send me naked pictures that you may or may not be in your data plan. You get what I'm saying? That's all the fuck I could do.
You know, they got cell phones.
And if you ain't married, you can't get no conjugal
visits.
visits.
Going live.
Niggas is going live in jail.
And they not married. So.
If you not married, you can't get no conjugal visit. So therefore, a nigga might as well make a fee. You know what I'm saying?
The fuck is a
do what it
fifi?
do. It's a handmade masturbation item that you're using. Whatever.
The fuck is
I
a
mean,
fifi? I be learning something new every day.
It's a hand like that. It's a wet sock and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga might as well make a fifi and bunk up. That's what the fuck it is. But you can't be mad on what's happening on the outside without you being there. As men, we got to download these conscious decisions of making and producing conscious actions. You get what I'm saying? Because if that was the case, he would be there with Cardi B. On set.
Ooh.
But now he's not, so offset. And I'm just keeping it 100 though. You can't be mad at the new nigga.
Yo, I wish I could take this clip. I'll fucking put that shit on Shade Room.
Don't shade with me, yo.
You want to see him? You want to become Charlemagne now? Like,
no funny shit.
He gonna come for you, nigga.
Let him come. I'm speaking fucking facts. Like, I mean, like, you don't want these problems over here because I'm not your enemy, bro.
Shit real though.
I'm not fucking Cardi. I'm just bumping Cardi. At the end of the day, that's all it is.
We gonna jump into another track. We gonna get into some music right now.
Tighten they fucking feelings for nothing, yo.
Not fucking.
Y'all now tuning to No Sugar Radio. Go follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, every goddamn thing. We jump into this next track. Dozen by Trey Miller.
No Sugar Radio.
Like it matters. Like.
Yeah, turn it up. About to cook it up. I'm about to cook it up. Reheat the oven. When it comes to the money, I get it by the dozen. I get it by the dozen. Yeah, I get it by the dozen. I get it by the dozen. I get it by the dozen. About to cook it up. I'm about to cook it up. Reheat the oven. When it comes to the money, I get it by the dozen. 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 Funny how the same niggas that I used to help get a little something, now they all about they self. But got my flow tight, got my dough right. I ain't worried about no hater cause they out of sight. Out of mind, I'm doing mine, I'm doing fine. I never needed y'all. I was on my grind, they was on my coattails trying to hit your ride. They want the benefits without the 9 to 5. Y'all was playing in the streets, I was murdering these beats. You was sitting on the bench, I was tying up my cleats. Could've been a squad, man, we could've been elite. But the grind is something that you just can't cheat. They smile in your face, wanna take your place, pray for your defeat. Lies, deceit, I don't keep tabs, man, I don't keep receipts. But you'll pay one day and it won't be cheap. Who, me? Nah, I won't lose no sleep. Smile on my face every time that we meet. Lost a few niggas, now I'm feeling so complete. That old thing is dead, I'ma let it rest in peace. Do me a favor, don't do me no favors. Used to be my mans, now you a hater. I get it by the dozen, call me the baker. Now I'm pushing drops, no tops, different flavors got.
About to cook it up. I'm about to cook it up. Reheat the oven. When it comes to the money, I get it by the dozen. I get it by the dozen. Yeah, I get it by the dozen. I get it by the dozen. I get it by the dozen. About to cook it up. I'm about to cook it up. Reheat the oven. When it comes to the money, I get it by the dozen. 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 Winning over here, you a loser. All my niggas getting moolah. Couldn't measure up with a ruler. Killing the scene, Freddy Krueger. Smoking that strong Lex Luthor. Your girl rubbing on me like a Buddha. Traelo de vuelta chula. I got a bad chick from Cuba. Every time I touch down, it goes up. You the type to come through, get no love. To get to my level, need a ladder, bitch. Trey Miller so far from your average. I'm on my job, they can't manage it. I'm way up, you know the rest of it. Dozens on dozens, I got that new recipe. Stuck to the formula, guessed it was chemistry. Can I keep it real, keep it trill? 100 a bill, no Clinton. Fuck your feelings, your thoughts, your opinions. Niggas loose at the mouth sounding like minions. Yapping and flapping won't make you no millions. Look what I'm building, strong and resilient. Stuck to the mission, stay true to my vision. Look at me now, money stacked to the ceiling. Oh, what a feeling. Yeah, about to cook it up. I'm about to cook it up. Reheat the oven. When it comes to the money, I get it by the dozen. I get it by the dozen. Yeah, I get it by the dozen. I get it by the dozen. I get it by the dozen. About to cook it up. I'm about to cook it up. Reheat the oven. When it comes to the money, I get it by the dozen. 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 Yeah, by the dozen. Oh yeah. When it comes to the money. Turn it up.
What up? We back. Live No Sugar Radio.
That was Dozen by Trey Miller.
Turn it up.
Woo! Go follow her on Instagram. That's all. Follow her on Instagram by following us on Instagram. No Sugar Radio.
That's how you find her.
Right. These we playing all nothing but bangers from 2017.
That we had on the show.
Please know that No Sugar Radio hasn't been out for a year, guys. So
Yet.
the fact that we have been
bangers,
I need to understand. Like, we only been how many months? We can't even count complete months because we only air on Sunday.
As far as how many months that we've been launched?
Yeah, because this is episode 25, right? Yes, episode
7
25.
months. 7 months.
That's
almost full term pregnancy, man.
We're premature right now.
Premature.
Oh my god.
Damn. That's the shout out to us. Shout out to us for real. We shout out everybody else. We show love to everybody. So, it's only right that we toot our own horn and shout out to ourselves because we only been here 7 months. We had some people drop off, drop in, whatever the case may be, and we still here 7 months. That's crazy. 7 months. You see the growth from the first show. We started off with the heat and we ended with the heat and we still going. We got more shit lined up.
I think we need a thermometer in this.
It's even right now, I feel like we still just starting.
Real shit though.
Because we got so much. We got one outcome that in the next few months.
But
now,
we are technically we still at baby stages right now, right?
But even still, when we first started, everything we planned was either day by day or week by week. Now we're going month by month.
Yeah, it definitely increased.
Then by the end of the year, we're gonna be year by year. It's crazy.
Right, because we were booked for this year. Before we even
back in
before 2018,
November, December.
Before 2018 even aired, or came, before 2018 came and shit, we already got bookings up in February already.
Yeah, and that was back in early December, November.
Early December we was booked.
Yeah, man.
We booked out January.
But that only means that it's more room for the rest of the calendar year if you want to get on the show.
Right.
I mean,
Give them the information.
Man,
Yeah.
All you gotta do is hit us up on our email, nosugarradio@gmail.com. If you can't reach us there, respond to the No Sugar Radio Facebook page and also the Instagram page, and somebody will definitely get back to you as soon as they can.
Right.
We will tell you call the phone, leave a detailed message, but we ain't checking all that.
Troy, I'm gonna need you to shout out our new winner for the No Sugar Radio Freestyle.
Oh yeah,
Friday.
yeah. Hey, yo, shout out to my boy King Mansa Musa. You get what I'm saying? That's your name on IG for the No Sugar Radio Freestyle Friday challenge that we did. We put the video up on the page.
People thought we were bluffing.
Yeah, people thought we were bluffing.
I don't know why.
I mean, so the winner, and we're gonna be doing this again too. So you just gotta stay tuned. Stay tuned to the page. But my man just landed a free interview. So Mansa, you out there, let your followers know, man. Flyer coming soon. Waiting on you. And we're going to get it popping, man. So definitely congratulations on that freestyle challenge.
Where he from?
Oh, he from Baltimore, man. He going to hold it down. You know what I'm saying? He going to hold it down.
Okay.
Now, I grew up, we went to school together.
There you go. You see
I always got to do the history lesson. We went to school together. And we actually used to do a couple songs together, man. He used to come to the studio. And at the time when I used to feel like I was whack, you ever, well, y'all don't do music, but used to feel like I was whack and shit. This nigga would always come to the studio. And we used to be like, damn, yo, like, niggas ain't, we ain't even want to bump my own shit no more. We just always just bumping your shit like back in high school. So yo, he definitely improved over the years, man. But shout out to my boy King, man.
Right, I see that he's making some major moves. You know, so
doing
definitely, we appreciate you actually doing the No Sugar Radio Freestyle Challenge.
I like this.
And for those of you who didn't do it, hopefully next month you'll jump on a wave and
realize we ain't playing.
And realize we ain't playing. And for those of you who don't know what the No Sugar Radio Freestyle Challenge is, we at the station we'll select the old school beat that we want the new school artists to freestyle on, or straight off the dome, nothing written. We want y'all to pay homage to the people that done it before. So this month we picked one of Biggie songs. Threw it on the Instagram, and we threw it out there to see who was gonna bite. He was one of them, and he killed the freestyle, followed the directions, did what he was supposed to do in regards to letting us know that he did a freestyle, and we did our vote, and he's the winner of the freestyle challenge. And also, we had people on our Instagram that also voted for him as well. So it's not just us at No Sugar Radio who's doing the voting. It's the people that's following us as well. So, shout out to him. Whenever he hits us up, he knows he only have 24 hours to contact us. If not, we're going to move on to the next artist. But, Mansa, if you hearing this, if you tuned in, make sure you hit us up in 24 hours so that way we can book that interview and get you on the show and just let everybody know how was the experience and things like that. So just know that No Sugar Radio, we going to be throwing things out there randomly, for artists who, because not everybody has it. Not saying that he don't, but at the end of the day, we just want to show love and
we're taking over for the 99
right.
2000.
And we passed the 2000s, but we gonna take over the.
We gonna take it way past the 2000s.
We passed the 2000s. We
But yeah, back to what Ty was saying though.
Twerk.
Most importantly, just to make sure nobody missed it, because apparently a lot of y'all do, is follow directions. We sit here in the emails, we sit in these messages, and we lay out the stuff plain and simple for y'all, and y'all still don't follow the directions. Y'all wonder why, the communications isn't done right, why we're not upholding to what we said we're going to do on our end because you didn't do something right on your end. You got to follow directions to the T, people. For us to do what we got to do on our end.
Right. And it's no favoritism. It's nothing like that.
Yeah, it's nothing personal.
Because I don't want people to think that either, that it's favoritism. It's not. We're doing what we said we were going to do. You just have to follow the directions like Crash said. So, shout out to Mansa. Hopefully we get in touch with you and see you soon. You remember you only got 24 hours to give us that information or you will be skipped.
Message.
So
that's simple.
That's really it.
That's what I'm talking about, yo.
I'm over here fucking with these filters heavy.
What we got? What's the hottest? What's the next hot steaming burning whatever?
We got a lot. I don't even want to get into that and let you work the ones and twos, and I'm over here.
Matter of fact, we going on tour. We gonna be in VA.
Right.
February.
Shut that out, though.
February
3rd,
Hampton
Village.
Village.
I was about to say Village. Hampton Village.
You can go to that
Hampton,
motherfucker by
Virginia,
yourself.
February. Shut the fuck up. February 3rd, we coming to y'all city, Hampton, VA. Where you at? Check us out. We gonna be in the building.
If you got any followers,
Ciroc
Going
Boys
with us.
in the building with performances by Diamond Monet Official. That's her IG.
Right.
We had the opportunity to watch this Bad Diva in Philly. You know what I'm saying? And definitely a little piece of eye candy, you know. But you know, she did her thing up there in Philly or whatever.
In
And,
this room, I'm pretty sure that there's slots or
more-
something like that.
More
So-
slots for
You just gotta hit him up.
performances.
You gotta hit.
Yeah.
You gotta hit up Big H, man.
Right.
Yeah, all
Hit
the
up
information on
Big
our
H.
IG. It's all on our Facebook.
Because a lot of people are hitting us up. And
Don't play with it.
We're not the plug people.
We're the
Well, we
media.
are.
We
but
are
we're not.
the-
We're,
yeah, we
but we're
just
not
not.
into that extension cord, okay?
We like the adapter.
Yeah. Nah, but you know, hit up my man, Ciroc Boy Big H. You know, if y'all want to inquire about how can you land a slide on that show, you know, he'll definitely
Move fast.
Yeah, he'll definitely. You know, if you can't get to him, I know he also runs Holden Brothers as well. You know, so check out, just follow the Holden Brothers print, man. Just type them in the search bar on
Out
IG.
ENT.
Spit It Out Entertainment. You know, that's them, all three of them. Holden Brothers LLC. You know, and they get with you the information. But we hope to see y'all in the building. I don't know what time it is, you know, but at Charm Lounge, that's where we'll be at. Look it up, Charmed without the E in it. So it's CHARM''D.
Yeah, because I was spelling it at first.
I was spelling
like,
it.
what the fuck?
Hey, I was
That's
like,
how they spell
I'm
it?
like, man, let me Google
When
this
you
shit.
when you Google it for the location, it'll show like spelled out Charmed. But then when you go on Facebook, it's just a D. Like anywhere else that you look for it, it's just a D.
Charm Lounge. So make sure y'all, we're going to be in there,
And
man.
if y'all want us in Norfolk, if y'all want us in all those other cities, just tell your local
Request
promoter.
us.
Tell your local promoter. Tell your
Tell
local,
them come through.
showcase person. You know, y'all need to have No Sugar out here because of whatever reason, and let's make it happen. But
Show my IG. Show
sorry
my
that we
Facebook.
in Hampton. If you if you're in
Sorry,
Richmond,
but
like
Yeah, no. I mean,
come to
Yeah,
Hampton.
make
We're
what's
gonna
up.
be there. The flyers on our page. You know, again, like they were saying, shout out to the Ciroc Boys,
Yeah.
shout out to Roger Bond, shout out to everybody who made this possible.
Shout
Shout
out
out
to
to
'em.
Easy. You know, all these people that's involved with this event. Yes, No Sugar Radio will be there in full effect. But
Holding it
sorry,
down.
we can't be in Virginia for a couple of days. We're only gonna be there for
Too
that
busy.
show.
one night only.
One night only.
Literally.
So if you want to chop it up with us, if you want some business cards, you want to get in touch with us, you want to run down on us and ask us about No Sugar Radio, please feel free to come out to Charm Lounge and chop it up with us. We not, you know, we humble individuals. We're not going to just tell you
Fuck
to
that.
get out
I'm
of
bougie.
here. Like,
I'm bougie.
so
But we're going to be in there, you know. It might catch me with a drink in my hand and my little one step. 'Cause
Right.
We don't do the two no more.
right,
but,
big moves coming from
big
every
moves.
on every side.
On
You know,
every
the
side.
Ciroc Boys, they got some big moves going on. Ciroc Boys South got some big moves going. So it's big moves everywhere. We just want to make sure that y'all put yourself in position to
All that.
Cause we trying to be
Take
right in the middle of
advantage of
all of that. We everything. We trying to have our hands in everything this year. So you know what I'm saying?
everything.
Everything. Everybody getting touched
Trying to
this
get
year.
do y'all got any like any updates on like what y'all got down the pipeline, like what?
Well,
what
I
y'all-
already showed you the thing I got going on. I don't want to speak on it too much.
Speak on it. You
But
can't
you
tell
can't
how.
say-
I don't want to.
What the fuck you gonna say?
Listen, no,
This
wait,
the thing.
can I at least finish?
No,
Damn.
this is the thing with this nigga Crash does.
This
You
dude.
can't say nothing on the air. Yeah, I already showed you.
Can I at least
Motherfucker, we
finish
don't
what I
know.
wanna say, though?
We don't know.
Say it.
I just showed you a few seconds ago. I don't want to drop the full details.
Say it.
But I got a business plan going on with me and my son. You know, it's gonna be a
Tell him how old
we're
your
gonna
son is.
start my son is about to turn 2 in the end of January. But anyway, I got a business plan for him rolling out. We're gonna start our own little luxury furniture line within the next year or the year after next.
Okay.
Already got a name for it. A nice little logo. I ain't gonna go
That's
too
a hot
much
name.
details
I
like
ain't
that.
gonna lie. That's a hot ass name. Like
I'm already shout out to Katrina. Put me on a few people, whatever. That's
shit
gonna
is-
help me make it happen.
it's bougie as fuck. Like the
Hurricane?
name is bougie. Like it would make you think that shit belong. It's
Well, look,
dope.
Motherfucker gonna show me the logo and shit. Gonna show me the name. What's the first thing come to your mind? I'm like,
That's how.
I
He said, "Is that your
fucking
new name?"
know. I'm like,
That's your new name?
is that your new alter
Like, really?
ego or something? Motherfucker, when you look at something, you don't automatically think furniture. He gonna say, yeah, that's my
Well, that's
furniture.
why I
You ain't
asked,
get
like-
that? No.
Like, that's your new
That
name.
bougie ass name gonna ask me.
That shit
mean,
bougie as
ain't
fuck.
shit ain't got
Right.
shit to do with furniture. I thought you was like getting tired of calling yourself Crash Cole, spelled Coll. That's Carl, motherfucker.
Nah.
Carl. Cole is C-O-L-E. But like, I'm just tired of your shit. Tired of your shit, yo. 2018, you gotta do better.
You gotta do better.
It's too much hating in these bald headed worlds.
Oh,
I'm gonna donate some head. Look, this year I'm gonna
Blaine. Blaine, you can't laugh. Blaine, this going
Troy, what you got going on?
You talking about the head? Yeah. Hey man, so look.
Because we about to be down to our last 30 minutes. So what?
Before we got to, I mean, this all gonna run into entrepreneurship. But I got the clothing line, get ready to jump off. Been doing some design. What you say?
We don't want to talk about that. You just saying like it's not.
What's up,
Don't try to throw it away, look away like it's shit.
Nah. So I've been working on the clothing line. Still been brainstorming with ideas and stuff. Been linking with some other local. Of course, y'all know a few. I'm like Mike. But been linking with some other people around the town who has different wholesalers and stuff like that for fabric and materials. So definitely looking to bring out the line in early March. If everything goes planned, looking to bring out things in early March, late February. So, got that going on.
Did we get anything?
Yeah.
Can we get free stuff to wear?
Yeah, I'm going to get y'all free gloves that's not stitched from the beauty supply store. Keep your hands warm. All right? What color you want? Red, purple, and blue?
He's officially getting fired off the radio.
Right after those gloves in middle March.
We don't have no gear. None of y'all
cold.
niggas have no gear.
The fuck you mean?
We don't have no gear.
Fuck you thought.
For everybody who's saying what No Sugar Radio have up next, we have a lot of contracts that are gonna get solidified. Mm-hmm. Moves are being made. You can't really say too much because of course legal shit, but we got a lot of things in the pipeline. More major labels that we're trying to connect with. A lot more states. You just know that you will see No Sugar Radio in different states with different personalities. Mm-hmm. So if that didn't give you a little gist of what we talking about,
I don't know to tell you.
We gonna be in different states with different personalities. So, I mean, we got a lot coming up. I mean, it's just staying tuned, staying connected. What's up, Troy?
This man,
I gotta tell y'all, man, Blaine got something that we working on too.
What are we working on?
Blaine act like he don't know. So we got this new hair care product.
Oh yes,
we working on this shit. You feel me? I mean, so we helping everybody with receiving hairlines. You feel me? We helping everybody with the receiving hairlines. You feel me? Like whereas though your shit can still go bald, but you can keep your edges. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be
the reverse taper.
Hey, Blaine gonna throw it up on the page. The reverse taper. We call it the reverse taper.
The reverse taper for real.
Crash, don't worry. And Tim,
it allows us to keep our hair. For a little bit longer. And if not, matter of fact, you can still get waves in the front. Matter of fact, keep enough where you get 2 waves on there. And then everything else is just clean bean. You feel me?
God.
Clean bean.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
The reverse taper.
The reverse
Crash,
taper.
what you think about that?
What, the reverse taper?
Don't worry, because I'm going to
Crash afraid to show what's under that hat, so I don't think he think too much about what the fuck we talking about right now. I'm going to show y'all what we've been working on. And shout out to Old Man Jeff, who was our first... Old Man Jeff.
I'm not laughing.
He was our first tester of the product.
Yeah,
and it worked out pretty well. What you think, Blaine?
I think for him and his sake,
I mean his shape up is on point. He got a tough ass shape up. Like give him that.
Yeah, like
Old Man Jeff.
Old Man Jeff. He gonna show you the picture. Like we're gonna pass it
you
around.
tune on my live, Old Man Jeff.
This is Old Man Jeff, and this is our first.
Shit popping. This is our first product.
Our first product. What he was
how y'all like about that? Hey, women, something you can lick on the side, but you know what I'm saying.
I think that's dope. Like,
because this became a lot more affordable. $10.
Yeah, like
so you use our product, you spend $10 at the barber shop instead of $20.
Fuck all that wild growth shit. You know that shit on Facebook.
What is it? Y'all not gonna have no sheen, no oil.
No, you don't need oil sheen. You don't need that. For what? You ain't got no hair.
Raisin and cream. That's it. Yeah. That's all you need. Raisin and cream.
You don't need that airbrush, none of that shit.
None of that airbrush shit.
Man, airbrush. Look, this picture right now, right? This man face dry as fuck right now.
I'm not posting that
He's
picture.
a happy customer.
Listen,
look at him. Happy customer. Put that shit on our website.
Bring that shit over here real quick for my live real quick.
Put that on our website.
I swear, for real. We about to drop new heat.
We taking
these
over
motherfuckers. You gonna need hats for 2018 because this shit.
You don't even need hats.
I was thinking I should.
You don't even need hats.
I was definitely thinking that I should go and get this haircut like next week.
Yarmulke.
So you know how you play the girls nowadays. You know what I'm saying? You get like a yarmulke because you could like cover it all up and still have hair in the front. And then when you take that bitch off, it's just like Aha! I'm like,
as you see,
got
Blaine,
your ass.
Blaine is actually
I'm already almost there.
Product.
You know what I'm
He's
saying?
testing out
I
our
got the
product
swirl
right now.
You know what I'm saying? For real. Shit. I endorse.
What they say? Bring a product.
We gonna jump into some new music. We gonna jump into some more music
What we got?
from 2017. This one is pretty special because this is the female that passed away after the Ciroc-tober.
Yeah.
I don't want to say her real name. Well, I'm gonna say Candace, the female that passed away.
Rest in peace.
Due to she committed suicide. I'm not too sure of the whole dynamics of the story, but a month before then, she hit us up, told us, her future plans in regards to her pushing her music, and she was so enthused and
she was
happy
on her way
that
up,
happy that we were on board with her project. She had a company, Pretty Tomboy Gang, that she wanted to put out there, and it's a bunch of female lesbians that are pretty and still can be themselves outside of themselves. And there's a lot of people that was involved in the whole Pretty Tomboy Gang, her company, that are still pushing it. Her mother actually, connected with me on Facebook in regards to saying thank you to the No Sugar Radio family for playing her music, for pushing her music and stuff like that. And she asked, can we push the link as far as what her clothing line and things that she got going forth. So, I told her that we were going to do that, and we appreciate it. But Candace was a different type of individual that knew what she wanted, and she ain't have no problem with reaching out to us and saying, yo, this is what I want. I'm going to need y'all to play this song and this, that, and, and being real persistent. So, it's sad that, she passed away and things like that, or I don't know. But whatever it was, for people who are thinking about committing suicide and things like that, just reach out to somebody who cares. I know you probably going through a lot of shit, but there's somebody that can put you in another direction. So, I'm glad we had the opportunity to play her track, before she passed away, and the opportunity to converse with her and let her know that, we were down for whatever it is that she was looking to do, and shout out to the people who are currently still pushing her name out there, because, that was pretty dope, that they're still doing that. And they actually put a tour together. And they're gonna be all over. They're gonna it's like an international tour. I saw that they're gonna be in Africa, pushing, it. So I don't know everybody that's involved in the whole Pretty Tomboy Gang, but it's a positive movement that is going on for the LGBT community. But there's a lot of straight people that are funding it as well. So we're gonna jump into that song. It's called Trap Lord's Prayer. And just vibe with us, because in 2017 this was one of the bangers, so R.I.P. to you, Candace, and our condolences from No Sugar Radio to your family and friends.
Let us bow our heads. Please keep me safe as I run these streets. If the boys pull me over, don't let them search for that beat. If I cross paths with my ops, all I ask is that my trigger pin pull quicker. Send all the plays my way. In the trap lords I pray. I'm in the kitchen cooking up these pies. 30 bills to my niggas, let them work they ass. I will sell anyway just to sit back and collect the profit. Get my name on the court docket, telling folk that I don't know them guys. Trap lords, bring the J's to my side door. I done banging and begging, they want more, they need more. Bring fiends spinning them hundreds, help my scale move these numbers. Guard my back from the snakes and keep the 12 up out my way. Get it any way you can, by the nickel or dime, homie. And if you get caught up, you better not ever drop the dime on me, cause I'm extorting any nigga and all of his brodies want it back. Don't make me put my scope where you don't be. Trap lords, bring the J's to my side door. I done banging and begging, they want more, they need more. Bring fiends spinning them hundreds, help my scale move these numbers. Guard my back from the snakes and keep the 12 up out my way. I'm fucked up off that lean, I'm super fucked up off promethazine. Weighing see-through onions of Miley out on my triple beam. My phone won't stop me, I'm hitting fiend at the fiend. Fuck you mean, I got hella lit. Double up my work, my whip so mean. Put in time, bending corners. For them power licks, I'm counting up my fucking hundreds. I let a nigga run, I be run up and get done. Burn or leave them burnt up. Contest me if you wanna try your luck, bruh. Trap lords, bring the J's to my side door. I done banging and begging, they want more, they need more. Bring fiends spinning them hundreds, help my scale move these numbers. Guard my back from the snakes and keep the 12 up out my way. Slave can't trap, bitch I beg him hard and I can't trap, but Molly money pay for all this. I'm smoking gas and sipping lean, just pop
Rest my O's like Krispy Kreme, Money Monster, Halloween. Trap lords, oh trap lords, bring the J's to my side door. Had them banking and begging, they want more, they need more. Bring fiends spinning them hundreds, help my scale move these numbers. Guard my back from the snakes and keep the 12 up out my way.
Oh, R.I.P. R.I.P.
Right.
R.I.P. to Flavor. You know, R.I.P. to her and her whole campaign that she had going on. You know, shout out to her moms for reaching out. Also to No Sugar Radio. Our condolences go out to you and your family. So, you know, keep the movement going. Keep the Pretty Tomboy Gang going. That's exactly what it is on Instagram. Pretty Tomboy Gang. Keep that going. Keep doing. You ladies keep doing what it is that y'all do, and keep pushing. Keeping her name alive. So, you know, that was already the only death we actually. Well, besides London.
Yeah, and that other. Well, I think he wasn't an artist, or was he the one that was on the bike?
Nah, that wasn't there. That was just somebody.
It's
that was,
definitely, still rest in peace.
Yeah.
What was that IG again?
Who? Which one?
The one you just said.
Pretty Tomboy Gang. Boy and BOI.
Well, if you're tuning into No Sugar Radio, we are down to the last 25 minutes of the show.
Yay.
Which brings up our business topic.
Tune in.
I want to let King Action bring this thing. King Action in the building.
So we always end our show on a business note because we always want to make sure that we give y'all something other than, the best music and the hottest topics around. So we want to make sure that we give something back to you guys, give y'all some information, right? So the topic for the entrepreneurs and for everybody that's listening, period. Doesn't matter if you're a new entrepreneur, if you've never been in entrepreneurship and you're seeking information, or if you're a seasoned entrepreneur and you just know things. Doesn't matter. You can always stand to learn something new. So the importance of starting the year off with a bang. Like what do you do? What are some of the things that you can do to start off your New Year's with a bang when it comes to your business? Whether you're just starting, whether you're relaunching, whether you're, down and out, you're trying to do something different, whether you're trying to find your niche, what can you do? So let's pass that around. We're going to start off with Boss. What do you think? What are some things you can do? Start off like what is the importance of it? What are some things that you can do?
The importance of starting off 2018 out the gate running is one because everybody starts off going through December with the New Year resolution, what they're going to change. I look at January 1st, you can't really cry about anything that happened last year. So January 1st and everything following out has to be a redo or a capitalization, an opportunity for you to capitalize on what you didn't do the year before or what you did do the year before. It's a restart. It's a new year. So, that's a good time to bring out a new look. It's a good time to bring out new goals, new business plans, new ideas, to form new business relationships with different partners that can benefit your business. It's definitely a time for you to revamp. So you look at the year before and you say, what did I do in 2017? What didn't I do in 2017? Okay, 2018. Whatever I did do, and if it was beneficial, let's maximize that. I seen how this worked last year, the last 12 months. Okay, this brought in this amount of revenue. Let's continue to do this. And whatever ideas that you did try that wasn't beneficial, that wasn't resourceful, you have to dead those and get back to the drawing board of forming new ideas of what can I do. This is a new lane. This is a new avenue. Okay, last year I probably didn't have the, let's say I didn't have the what am I looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Let's say I didn't have the background, to maybe form a partnership because let's say No Sugar. We may not have had the background or the following to do some of the things last year because we were, fresh out the gate. Coming. Yeah, we were up and coming. We came in on the second quarter or the halftime of last year. We came in June. So now we're like, okay,
isn't that third? That's third quarter.
That's third quarter.
Yeah, even if it's third quarter, but I'm looking at half. 6 months. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we came in on the last 6 months of the year. So if anybody wanted to fuck with us prior to June, they would have been like, well, what did you do? we wouldn't have any track record. Our track record wouldn't have showed anything.
Right.
But now if we look at it a year in the making, we may be able to go to major companies like, let's say, Foot Action, and probably gain a sponsorship. Okay, we formed partnerships with these people. This is what we done, and everything we done was independent, off the radar, out of pocket, with no backing behind it. You get what I'm saying? So you want to start off 2018. I'm in last year. You want to start off 2018 on fire. New excitement to bring that momentum back, because you want everybody to see, like, look, this is new ideas. This is new content. Granted, if anybody's been following us on No Sugar Radio, the social media, they see that, you know, we've been bringing out the new banner. You know, we have new look, the new flyers, you know, or the new content, the way that King Action is marketing himself and the No Sugar Radio of his photo shoot and tuning into. Like, that's a new look, and that's a hot look. You get what I'm saying? You know, that's hot because now it's bringing in more content rather than the old picture when it was just him and the microphone. You get what I'm saying? So, like, it brings a new look. He has the photo shoot, you know, and so if you, whatever business that you have, you want to keep the photo shoots up to date. You want to always continue to put out new content. You want to continue to form new partnerships, and don't promote it until you have everything solidified, whether it be contract-based, whether the deal is done, or whatever the case is. You want to be able to put those things out there and be able to not just show it, but to actually do it. Right. You know, because anybody can talk about something, but if there's no action being put behind it, then it's just a simple conversation. It's just a conversation. It's just an idea.
Right.
You know, so you definitely want to start off out the gate and on fire.
Right.
Grass, what you got?
Well, for me, you know, it's kind of like, you know, in the same sense what Troy was saying, but for me, it's more so a personal thing. It's about the personal development, about that challenge. Like, you know, for 2017, I closed out strong, you know, of getting things done and prepping myself for 2018. So that way, when 2018 hit, it's like pushing off the starting line if you're in a track race. You know, you can't just just up and just go into a running race or whatever without getting fit first or doing your training first that prior season. So come track time, I'm already fit, I'm already trained. Here we go, day one, I'm lined up. It's launch time. Then on top of that, it gives me something to look back at, you know, throughout the rest of the year. Okay, I did this in the beginning of the year. This happened, like you said before, you know, we did this worked, this didn't work. And like I said, it develops that level of challenge. Like, okay, I did that month. Let me do something better this month. Or let me do something better this week. So it's like that starting point of, okay, yeah, if I can do this time, let's make it better next time. Then better the time after that. Then so on and so forth. That way, come the end of that year, I'm closing out way better than I did the year before. And that's how I look at it as far as, like, the importance of, you know, starting off strong throughout the year.
Well, for me, you know,
Yeah, right.
yo, he makes that silence so awkward, and it's like, and you just hear like.
I'm looking at him like, is there more? He was like, nigga just stopped with a stare. Like, yo, bro.
I mean,
what was that?
I'm old. Leave me alone.
I think the biggest thing when it comes to, you know, starting off the year on fire is really showing people. I think building a following is something that we're learning is very important, regardless of what business you go into or you involve yourself with, but especially in things like this where people only look at numbers. People only look at what you have. So, like, building a following, like, the importance of starting the year off right is the content that you put out there has to be on point when it comes to what you're trying to get back from it. Like, you have to set reasonable expectations as to what it is that you're trying to accomplish.
Right.
You know, and a lot of people come out of the gate, I'm going to make $1 million.
Okay.
How is the question? What plan do you have in place to do so? Who are you doing this with? Are you doing it by yourself? If you are, then you need to go about it this way, this way, this way. Because it's different when you're working by yourself versus when you're working with
that is
a
true.
group of people or other people that you may or may not know. It's different. So if you don't have those questions answered, like, you can't be on fire. That's why it's so important to know what direction you're trying to go in. It's important that January 1st you're not writing your plan out. It's important that in December 1st of that year prior that you wrote your plan out already and that you're tinkering with it based on the year's worth of data that you collected and showing what worked and what didn't work, and you tinker that plan to the point where January 1st, you're not still planning. January 1st, you should be executing the plan that you wrote out in December that year prior for the year. You know, we heard Big H talk about that. You know what I'm saying? They plan for the year. They don't plan for the quarter. They plan for the year. They put events out from January 1st to December 31st. They got shit lined up for weeks, different appearances or whatever. And if there's things that come in between, they throw those things in there. If it can't work for them, then it doesn't work, and they don't do it. They don't force it. This success that we're trying to accomplish is not something that we're going to gain overnight.
Right.
But it is something that can be done if you execute. A lot more focus needs to go into the execution. You know what I'm saying? And when you're executing at a high level, you will see nothing but success. So I think the importance of starting the new year off right on fire is you got to have that execution. Like, and when you can execute at a high rate from January 1st to December 31st, there's no way that you can tell me you're doing that and you don't see change or you don't see success. There's no way. So that's me. Ty, what you think?
Give me the question again.
Oh, shit. So what do you think is the importance of starting the year off, the new year off, you know, on fire? And what are some things that you can do to you know, make that happen? Like, what are some pointers you can give?
Networking yourself. Like, I think that's like the key. Networking and branding, because like a lot of people don't know how important it is to market, like how important marketing is. Like if you don't have a good marketing plan and you're not networking, you're gonna fail at everything you try to do. Because for one, being an entrepreneur, being a business owner, you're working for the people. Like some people be like, I don't want to trade my time for money and blah, 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 and all this other shit. But you're still going to be working for the people, because it is whatever business you're going into, you're going to need the people to fuck with you as well. So I think that it's very important to come out with fire, but that fire, you have to have that marketing piece, because we living in the age now where there's no door to door. Everything is online. So what your image is online is how people are going to portray you to be. So if you don't have an image online, and that sucks, because that can make or break you. You know, your image online could really make or break you. And if you're not dominating like some companies, like you automatically know, like companies like Starbucks, McDonald's, they don't really have to be online anything, because we already know they already built that type of clientele to where people are gonna know them just for their logo. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's a part of your branding and your marketing. If people don't already know you, then you have a lot of work to do. You got to be in the trenches. So if you coming into a new year, or even if you start the year off late, make sure that next quarter or that next month that you have a plan for 75% of your year, because that is gonna be a big thing. Whether or not, if you're gonna fail, you know, you're gonna what Trump say, if you're gonna tank or you know, if you're gonna excel. Because I mean, I know I do it. I'm guilty of it. When I know of a business, the first thing I do is go online. You know, and if they can have a great product, their product could be great, but if their online image looks horrible, I don't want to deal with them. Right. Like, because I'm like, if you can act, that's like you a great person, but you smell bad, you dress bad. I'm automatically, it's just a natural human thing to do, is automatically judge the person. Like, if you don't take care of yourself, your image, how am I supposed to partake in anything that you got in? Like, you can't be a dirty, stinking person with a good heart who can cook. How the fuck does that work? You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of guys and a lot of women say, a person with I don't care how good you can cook, but if your kitchen is dirty,
that's a fact. I ain't eating.
I'm not eating. Yeah, I don't care how good your mac and cheese is. If your kitchen is dirty, your oven is dirty, I'm not eating it. It's the image. Like, it's your image has to be. I don't care if you the best cooker in the world. Like, I'm just gonna get Weight Watchers or something. Like, I'm not even gonna fuck with you, because like you obviously don't care about something.
Right.
Like, you can't be cooking dinner with dirty dishes. I mean, at the end of the day, it's the image. Like, so I think the image is very important for a business owner or someone who just wants, like, even if it's a hobby of yours. make sure your image is there. And if that means investing in graphics, investing in even if you want to be a mentor and you want to invest in going to other mentors' events just to know a little bit of how they talk, the style of what they say, you know, your investment is going to be key. So, you know, if you come into the year, you came into 2018 and you talked your shit from your bed and didn't actually talk your shit actually in a networking event or doing something, you already lost. Right. Because there's somebody who wants to do the same thing. There's somebody who's selling Avon just like you that are out door to door and doing the basics, because that's what it starts with. You know, especially with No Sugar, it started for the basics. We actually had to network with our network first. We don't know people in all these other countries, but we had to network within first in order to reach the masses. So I think some people forget that. Don't just automatically, I want to be the biggest wholesaler in the world or the biggest media in the world, when you still got people around you that can help you first. Because everybody knows somebody. And like they say, everybody knows 5 people. You know what I'm saying? If you don't network within your circle, how do you expect people from other countries to even support what it is that you're pushing? Whether it's shoes, whether it's media, whether it's, you know, whether it's food, anything. Like you gotta let the people around you taste test your product or what you have now. So, you know, I'm big on image, I'm big on marketing, I'm big on promotion, and if that's not right, then you might as well cancel out. Yeah, you might as well, because you failed already. Like, right. Already you failed. So if someone knows a little bit more than you, and be willing to learn too. That's one of the big things. Like, be willing to learn, because some people go in and say, you know, it's my year next year. Whether it's you get in a house, they don't have to be owning any business or anything like that. It could be a personal goal that you have. You know, I want to come in 2000. I want to pay off my mortgage. Learn a little bit more about how much value your house will be when you pay it off. Like, learn. You got to be willing to learn, because if you ain't willing to learn, you paying off your house, now what? Yeah, your kids got something to lean on. Your kids got something, but what is the value going to be when they grow up? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you going to put into the house now to make sure the value goes up later? So, you know, that's my big thing.
Right. I watched the movie last night, and one thing they was talking about, it was like a war movie based over like in Baghdad or whatever the case is. So the issue was that in the midst of the war, the water tank that flows through the city was blown up. So it was up to the Americans to repair it, because they accidentally blew it up. So while they were there, the Iraqi people didn't want them there. But, you know, the whole key about forming a relationship, just like, you know, to go hand in hand with what I was saying, was that the guy had said, he was like, if you get the water flowing and stay consistent with it, you can hush the roars. Because the people made it clear that they didn't want them to be there. But the thing was,
how they gonna fix it?
Yeah. So he's like, if you stay consistent, you hush the roars. So for everybody that, you know, that might be rooting against you, and this is advice for anybody that's starting a business, for anybody that has people rooting against you, or whatever the case is, you know, or if they're iffy about joining your business, or if they're iffy about just partnering with you with anything, or just believing in you, you know, if you're one of those flaky people that's not consistent, people are going to always have something negative to say and not believe you. But if you stay consistent, you can hush the roars, because now people see that you have nothing but productivity following your name. You're producing something. You're not just talk, you're action. And that will win people over, because all those who say, like, yeah, you know, you're going to quit, all they known for you to do is just be consistent. You know, so that message just actually came to me as you all were talking about that. You know, and that just goes for anything. Like, the only way that we'll win the fight of being independent and going mainstream, or whatever the case is if we just stay consistent. You know, so that's all I got.
That goes with us, right?
Yeah.
Staying consistent.
For real.
Like, some people be like, oh, you know, 50's an asshole. But at the end of the day, he knows when to be an asshole. He knows when to sell the asshole image.
Right.
Like, you have to know when it's time to do, because I mean, you can personally be a dickhead when it comes to like business or anything, but if you know when to sell it and when to be an asshole, like sell that image, you gonna be golden. Because there's a lot of people that we probably hear about, oh, in real life they're an asshole though. I met them in person and they're an asshole, but from the image I see, they're actually doing what they're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you might have a personal. You don't have a personal thing against that person, but if they putting it out there to the world that they're not an asshole, like, you know, a lot of people saying, oh, well, his son is saying that 50, you know, is an asshole and he don't really care about him, da-da-da. But what we see in the public eye is his son being an asshole and doing all the spiteful, disrespectful thing to a parent. That's all you're seeing. Right. But you see in 50 not exposing his son so much. He's just saying what the facts is. Your mom did this. Your mom did that. I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like he's even if he is an asshole, we don't know the situation. We don't know what he gives him. But I know that his son is driving a foreign car. Where did that come from? You know what I'm saying? Like it couldn't have came from his mom. Well, the child support that 50 had to, send to the mom. It probably came from that. But at the end of the day, it still came from the asshole that you're talking about. So it's like the bad critics versus the good. Like, you know what I'm saying?
People always reaching to put something on your name, and it's just like, you know what I'm saying? At what point do you stop? I mean, they don't, and they won't. They always find something, like, you know what I'm saying? And that also, when you look at that particular situation, that's like an age group thing. So, like, his age group, his son's age group, young, 20, early 20s, they see it as that because this is what they grew up in. Parents, broken homes, things like that. Me, I was fortunate enough, most of us were fortunate enough not to have to grow up in a fully broken home. You had somebody that was there, whether or not they were good
or stepmom
or not, that's neither here nor there, but you had the opportunity to grow up in a different environment. So when you see people disrespect their parents, regardless to who the fuck they are, I don't give a fuck if he was a crackhead on the street. If you see somebody disrespect your parent, it doesn't matter. At that point, now it's just like you don't have a respect, because if you don't respect your parents, you don't have no respect for nobody else. I can't really deal with you.
I can't condone.
You know what I'm
saying?
I can't
condone that. I don't care. I don't care how wrong my mother is or my father is. And I be knowing that my moms be wrong a lot. Like 75% of the shit she says, she be wrong. But I just let her ass be wrong. Like, and then she'll know when she's wrong too, because she'll come back and be like, well, I shouldn't have said that, or I was wrong. She never say sorry, or I know I was wrong, but I'm still your motherfucking mother. Like, she still give you the I slapped shit out you, but I was wrong though. Don't say I was wrong. So I can't respect anybody who disrespect their parents, because that's the person that raised you. I don't care what it is. Walk away. You feel me? Like, walk away. Now, if it's anybody else parent disrespecting me, I'm gonna give you one warning, because I don't even let my parents disrespect me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a hand-in-hand thing. Like, your parents might say some spiteful shit or whatever the case may be, but as their offspring, you're not gonna fix the problem by cursing them back out. Like, you're not gonna fix the problem. Like, the best thing you can do is to walk away. So, I don't condone when it comes to 50. Well, what's his name? 25 Cent? What is he?
I don't know his name.
He's a quarter dude. I don't respect how he's expressing his anger, because you expressing your anger through social media, and that's not gonna fix the problem. You're trying to tarnish your father's work from now. Well, from then to now. You were the kid that everybody wanted to be. You were in the video, the Wankster video, holding the chain. Just remember that your father put you on the platform before we even know who you were. You know what I'm saying? So he doesn't probably know the older people who actually we watched you grow up.
Right.
You feel me? Like, before you were even able to probably spell, you were in the video with a big chain disrespecting Ja Rule with your father. You know what I'm saying? You were team dad, and now you want the media to believe that he's doing all this, which if he is, he is. But at the end of the day, the image you're putting out there isn't going to help you. So if you want a sponsorship or anything like that to leverage your father's success, you can't do it, because you already put out the bad boy image already. You already fucked over all of your bridges. Like, what comes with him comes with every other successful person and all the other endorsements that he have. So your father can actually blackball you from everything that you're doing at this point.
Right. If he wanted to be an asshole.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
If he was really the asshole that you make him out to be. You know?
He's saying, he don't have a brother. Things like that. Now, you don't have, you do have a brother. It's your stepbrother, but you do have, like, things like that. Your image is what people look at when it comes to owning a business or entrepreneurship. Your image is key. As much as if you angry at anybody, you don't want to get on social media and express your anger, because you don't want to look like the fool. You don't want to lose any clientele. You just don't want to make your company look bad. We can't get on social media. Y'all get on social media cursing out your baby mothers.
Matter Man, I be wanting to, but you know.
As much as I probably want to, it's like, what is it gonna do to her? She's nobody. You are on a platform where you can't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it sucks that you can't express yourself.
I be wanting to say something so bad, but you know, my character, even with these fuck ass exes, you get what I'm saying? Like, real shit. Like, I be wanting to say so much shit about people, man, you know, but my character just won't allow me to belittle nobody on social media. However, I do got my moments when I can be petty.
Right.
And I can be a little subliminally savage.
Right. And we all do. We all do. We all do.
Subliminally savage.
We all do. We all do. We all got that in us.
Shit, you know who it is, nigga. You know.
You know at the end of the day.
But I won't drag y'all.
What is it?
You know.
So we on our last maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Like, let's close it out strong. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So it was good. How you feeling?
Yeah, y'all now tuned into No Sugar Radio. Yeah. Y'all can follow us on Instagram, all social media platforms.
Right.
Just search No Sugar Radio. If you want to tune in every Sunday, just click the link www.nosugarradio.com and you'll tune in. You'll jump right into our segments on Sunday at 1:30 Eastern Standard Time, PM. So just understand that there's no other time. It's 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Who we got next weekend?
Next weekend we got a female artist by the name of Manye out of DC.
Yes.
I don't want to say the DMV because you probably come in and be like, no, I'm in DC, but out of the DMV. So y'all might want to tune in if y'all don't know who she is.
Yeah.
Follow us on Instagram. You'll know more because we'll post more.
I like that. You know more because we show more. Okay.
Right. It's your girl Fly Title Promoter. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook, Fly Title Promoter. Just hit that search engine and type the name in, and you'll get me.
Right, you got me, the instigator, better known as Crash. You can find me anywhere, everywhere. It's Crash_Cole.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's your boy King.
It's your boy King Action.
You can find me at Instagram at _King Action _. Anywhere else you can cite. Shit. This Jolly Rancher doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ever had a Jolly Rancher doing this shit doing it, man. Anywhere else you can Google King Action, you can find me.
Last but not least, man, you got the host with the most. Like, let me chill. Yeah, man, it's your boy, your favorite co-host. You feel me?
Mr. Boss Up, baby.
Mr. Fuck you, boy. Mr. Boss Up Young. Make sure y'all check me out on Instagram, man. Boss_up_young. Get what I'm saying? Got some new content coming for y'all. So y'all keep it locked. We appreciate everybody that tuned in on the live.
Thank you for tuning in.
And on the Spreaker.
First episode of 2018.
No Sugar Radio, baby. 2018, we got it lit.
What's his last song?
Blessing.
Blessing. It go J, monkey, come with pressure. Listen, you gotta ask me. Ain't gotta do no flexing. Blessing. I'ma keep coming with pressure. That is something you gotta ask me. Ain't gotta do no more flexing. You can just call that a blessing. Blessing.